There's a 5 in my boot.
5 means alive.
Alive.
Theme.
All right, welcome to the not first episode of our Pathfinder Alkenstar kind of remix that we're doing here. I've made quite a few homebrew edits because we had some time off, so that's going to be fun. Hopefully, we'll find out how that goes. But before we get too far into it, I'm going to introduce my cast, and we'll start it off, I think, with the mighty Lee, who's our guest, one of our 2 guests for this run. So if you don't mind, take it away, tell us what you do, and introduce yourself.
No one has ever called me Mighty before. Thank you.
There's the nickname.
What once
There it is. Hey, I'm Lee. I come from a land called Dicelore, where we too speak a language of roleplay. We play D&D and Pulp Cthulhu and sometimes some other stuff. And I'm super excited to be back here among these wonderful people on the Foozca channel. And I'm excited to be playing Pathfinder for the first time ever. I am playing a sylph alchemist named Osnath Zephyrus. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, so we just won't use his last name. And in my zeal to create a character that I thought was interesting and cool, I found out I picked the most complicated class possible. So I think I'm good. As long as we don't encounter any rules, combat, or have to use our character sheets, I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
It's good.
So I'm going to throw it to my fellow guest, who I have just met through this new game, Dirty.
How goes it? I'm Dirty. I run the Dirty Rollers channel here on Twitch, and tonight I'm playing Tob. He's a goblin champion, which is kind of the equivalent of a paladin. He's got his faithful steed, Pox. It's a goblin dog. Tob and Pox hope to have a good time here, and thanks for doing Alkenstar and having us on. I'm looking forward to the session 1 again, and I'm looking forward to the group. This is gonna be fun.
1.1. My pleasure. Foos, put it on you.
Oh shit! Hello, Foos. I'm playing Kuza, which, if you know what that is from, I Will Love You Forever, but I'm quite sure no one does. She's a druid. Sure. Yeah, that's as close as anyone will get. That's totally fine. But Nenners was like, "Hey, we're doing a Western low magic thing," and I was like, "Druid." So this is gonna be fun. No, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Thank you, Lee and Dirty, for joining us for this, and I'm ready for episode 1.
Cactus Leshy, and I just thought of that.
I could.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Whoops.
And that's
Again.
it. No, we're going. Joe, take it away.
Tune in
And
next-
this is me. I'm Joe.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm here all the time. We're doing this for now. We'll be doing other stuff soon, and some Baldur's Gate stuff here and there. It's been fun. Allegedly, every other Sunday I play Mass Effect. It has been sporadic of late, but we're trying. Not this week, not this upcoming Sunday, but the alternate Sundays of this upcoming Sunday is theoretically when I play Mass Effect. Where in Mass Effect 2, it's RNG, so all the decisions, all the dialogue, what missions, when, with who, it's not up to me. I'm just there to make sure we get to the end of the story. And the end of Mass Effect 2 has some very bad things that happen based on you making poor decisions, and I don't get to make the decisions. So it's gonna be spicy. And this is Merrick, and he's a ranger. He has a more traditional faithful steed that is a horse. He's also just a little bit of a gunslinger because cowboys, and you gotta.
The horses?
Yeah,
Nice.
The horse is a little bit of a gunslinger.
just a little bit. He can only shoot once. Then I have to reload for him.
I have questions.
How does he shoot it?
Don't worry about it. I'm done.
Sure, yes. On the bombshell of the horse gunslinger, This is Alkenstar. This is my lovely crew. Thank you guys all for joining. And as for people watching in the audience, just as an FYI, this is my first Pathfinder anything in terms of like TTRPG. I played some of the video games, but to say the least, it's going to be a little clunky because I am not cold or I don't know what fluid yet. So be patient, please. But other than that, we are going to start off with the party getting ready to board a 3-carriage caravan, which is pulled by 2 what looks like mechanical kind of servo horses, and in the back, and the 2 in front of it are the organic kinds. And you are being greeted or have done business with at some point a Cash and Snoke Abernathy. It is a brother and sister combo who have kind of a checkered record here in terms of things that they do. You guys are native to this area. They're not friends with the law, if you were going to say something of that effect. They're not, terrorists or anything of that level. But, it kind of works with you guys because neither of you are, or no one here really should be all too friendly with the law as that is. But you will be traveling from, I believe it is Martell, to Alkenstar proper. And Martell is a kind of minor town. You can't really call it a city, to the west of Alkenstar. And just as a kind of reminder, you are in the Mana Wastes, which is basically like a really, really wide kind of valley that was been scorched by hundreds of years of high magic use between that was predicated by the 2 nations that kind of sandwiched the Mana Waste. So here, magic is extremely volatile. It is not reliable in any way. All kinds of weird, dangerous beasts spellcast, do some weird stuff. It's an exciting time, but as a result, the majority of the people here use some kind of like steampunk level technology, crude combustion elements of technology, that kind of stuff, clockwork, machines, things of that nature. But as you approach, let me see if I can get the art here. Can I just show you guys this? I thought there was a way I could do that. Also, I'm new to Foundry, so
as you are doing all of this, I think Lee got a D20 inspiration out the gate. Netters, you also got a D20 inspiration out the gate.
No.
And then Aknith immediately gave you Nenner's disadvantage. So
And important to note, are you allowing us to give each other to spend points and give each other hero points?
To give each other hero points.
That's what the inspiration, the D20s are, essentially.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't. The inspiration stuff is from there. I was gonna hand out hero points to you guys as you went, or as like a group. I could just say, here, you get 2, and you can decide who gets it or whatnot. But if you want to give each other,
fight for it.
Yeah.
Well, I assume you mean that if we have them, we can give them to other people?
Yes, that's fine. I have no problem with that. If that's
Or
what
is
you're
there
talking
some
about.
bartering system you had in mind?
Bartering system.
No. I just, like you'd be like, I have a hero
Take
point.
the next
I
hit
give it
from
to-
me. I'll give you this hero point.
Right. Yeah, you can give someone hero point. I will say, if you're going to do that, do so before it becomes relevant. So, like for example,
Before
if you
the-
have a hero point and your boy gets aced, then you're like, I want to save him. It's like, it's at that point, it's too late. But if you're like, this guy's
Then
been
they
shot
can't
every
barter.
single fight, I'm going to give him my hero point because he's probably going to die, and he does, then,
I also think part of Dirty's question was if we could buy them with our points, like if the players can buy other players.
Oh no,
the
you
hero
can't.
points. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
if you're a
Yeah,
part of
yeah.
the
If that's
part of
what
the
you mean,
team,
I'm
you send
sorry,
the
I
points.
completely-
We get yelled
yeah.
at.
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
All
Well,
good.
Joe could buy like 1,000, and then you would be.
It's true. I only have 91,000 points. I don't know how many things you can buy. Probably not many.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Heavy breathing from Foos. Oh god, that was great. Yes. So long story short, no on that front, but yes on swapping if need be.
Sweet.
But yeah. So you are. Let me see. What was I trying to do? Get this lovely art going, but it doesn't. I got the token up. I thought there was a way I could show you people.
Is it character art?
Yes.
What do you mean, you people?
Actors tab, and then open up the
I mean, statistically, based on this group, he means white
Alkenstar
people.
folder.
Yeah.
and then find the character and right click on it, and it should have an
View. Yep,
option.
I got it. Yep. So that is Snoke.
Hey,
Look at
And
Snoke looks different. Sorry, go ahead.
So that's Snoke.
Too soon.
And this one is Cash. These are the two people that you were essentially getting onto this caravan with. You also seem to be, those of you who are purchasing travel will know that it's deeply discounted, probably like 45% of what it normally would cost to get there, which is maybe why you're taking this particular trip. You're also the only passengers. Those of you who are guarding stuff, you've just been told if you're on guard duty that the carriage, the carriage closest to the horses, the first one, is the most important. That one's dedicated to cargo. You've seen them like lift things into it, barrels, crates of various sizes, and you know, on top of protecting the people, of course, the priority will be that particular carriage. But they'll, going through everything. I believe, Foos, you said you wanted to be a passenger, if I'm not mistaken.
I do believe so, Ninnis.
Okay.
I do declare.
I do declare.
I do declare. All right. Well, is your character from here?
No. I do remember that she was not from here, so certainly
Where
not.
is she from, if you don't mind me asking? I just want to...
Oh, let me check my character sheet, Nanners. I don't know.
Okay.
Hold on.
Calling for character knowledge off the bat.
Off the bat.
Yeah, immediately. I know I initially imagined her being from like around the area, but not like born there. So she knows enough about it, but not like ins and outs.
All right. I can't do the accent, just because I'm not a voice actor and I don't have the ability to do an accent within an accent. But
Go for it.
I can't. I could. There is a like slightly northern Slavic ting to this guy's Western accent. Yeah, there's no way I can't do that. I can't even. But
Nuxter's in here. You better do this right.
I can't.
No pressure.
My God. As he speaks, that's probably the first thing that kind of comes to mind. But they'll ask, madam, would you prefer the lounge or you have a more relaxing kind of gaming situation? We have a pool table in one of them. And a bar, if that interests you.
Is there a difference? Do I have to pay for one or the other, or it's just open?
It's part of the... I mean, you'll have to pay for your liquor, of course, but,
Oh, well, of course. I'll go to the gaming area, I guess.
All right. He leads you to the gaming one is the third, the caboose, if you will, of this particular caravan. Opens the door, and it smells like of some kind of almost like a pleasant burnt wood kind of aroma going on. Not to the point where like it's choking or anything, but like if you've ever burnt hickory or something like that, there's a kind of pleasant aroma to it. But sure enough, you walk in, the first thing you see is this. They somehow squeezed a 9-foot pool table in here that you could realistically comfortably play, with the exception of a couple angles where you may have to open like one of the windows or something to get the cue out. But in addition, towards the front of it is a bar with a some kind of automaton, really simple looking bartender, if you will, who's just kind of sitting there inert, kind of waiting for instructions. There is a couple of seats on one side of the wall, and on the back side there's some more seats where you can it's just a full-on couch if you want to kind of relax there.
So there's no one else here right at the moment. It's just me and the automaton.
Correct.
All right, she's gonna go up to the pool table and just hit balls and pretend that she knows what she's doing. She's terrible at it.
First off, do you know how to play any version of pool?
Not her, no. She's starting with the 8-ball and it's just scattering the rest of them about.
Roll me a d10 if you don't mind.
Yeah, all right, hold on.
That's going to be the ball that you start with.
Okay. I'll take it. Let me... Oh my goodness. D10, that's the 1. Oh, did you need D12? Well, I just rolled it. That's a 1.
That is a 1. That's yep, you're starting with that one. So using that as your cue ball, And if you don't mind, give me like a. Let's see. I have my whole little cheat sheet of skills here.
Talk slower so I can open up my skills too. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you good? All right.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right. You can. I guess acrobatics seems high. But yeah, I guess I mean, it depends actually. Are you trying to like skillfully put these balls in, or are you just trying to like slam these things home?
She doesn't know what she's doing, so I think she's almost approaching this more from a performance perspective. The idea where it's just like, do I look like I'm comfortable here? Because I'm trying to look like I'm comfortable here. I don't know what's happening on the actual table, but
You're trying to fake it till you make it. Then give me a performance, please.
I'm just as bad at those. Here you go. Oh no, just that. Please roll. Hold on 1 second. I clicked it, and it's not going. Roll. There we go. How do you feel about a 9?
You know, you to your credit, it's not a complete disaster. You do hit the ball; it goes vaguely towards another ball that you hit, and it just kind of boom on the end of the corner pocket where the ball just kind of gracefully retreats from your attempt to put it in there. But you know, there's a bit more to it. You probably hit it a little too hard. The angle was obviously off, but you know, a few more shots, you'll perhaps get the gist of what you're supposed to do.
She's gonna look at the automaton and be like, "Not bad, right? I'm pretty good."
Its head just kind of like turns 60 degrees and just looks at you like that.
All right, I'll keep practicing then. That's what she's doing.
Awesome. All right. Who else is boarding the caravan here?
As a guest.
Okay. Yep. Same thing, Cash is. All right, so where would you like to be seated? You have the comfort lounge. You could join the lady in the gaming lounge.
It doesn't really matter, sir. The illusion of choice is really just part of the construct of the fallacy of existence that we subscribe to. Really just a placebo to distract us from the fact that none of this likely exists at all. Which is to say, this car right here should be all right.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Excellent. Which cart were you pointing to with this cart?
The one Foos wanted to.
Okay, yeah. Then.
Well, based on that, you pointed at the Lincoln.
Yes, I did.
He opens the door, and you're able to see the druid. I imagine you know how the game of pool is played. Being
most likely, okay. But I think he'd probably avoid the table. He'd probably just sort of try to inconspicuously find a place to sit, not drawing a whole lot of attention to himself. Although obviously they're the only two there.
Okay. Gotcha.
But he wouldn't actively engage probably at the outset.
Understood. All right. So yeah, you're able to probably sit in the corner on one of the stools and just kind of meld into the non-existent shadows there and enjoy the ambiance of pool playing.
Non-existent shadows was redundant.
Yeah.
None of this is real.
Yeah. Exactly. But yes, and just Bruce, if you don't mind, roll me another one, please. Just another.
What would you like? Performance.
Performance, just to see.
Okay.
How many balls are actually getting drained?
Yeah, no problem. I closed my character sheet for no reason. So,
Awesome.
1 second. Okay, there we go. We're moving on up.
You are.
Baby steps.
It's not bad.
gosh.
It's not bad. You're doing all right. It's she's making decent progress. I don't think it's if you roll like a 4 or something, it's like there's like 62 shots before she actually clears the table. It's just like what are you doing? But yes.
Like the goal is to hit the little dots on the sides, right? Not to go in the holes. It's points to avoid the holes and figure this out.
It's how many bounces you could get. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Are you
hit
saying that to
16
yourself
balls
out
that time.
Are you talking to yourself while you play?
She is. It's kind of quietly, but she is talking out loud.
Are you using the pool key or the end of your staff?
She doesn't have the staff out. That's usually hidden. But that thing's huge. It's just
It
giant
folds.
thing.
It's a folding
Yup.
stick. Oh no. With that, Cash approaches the last two. All right, so you guys are going to be on guard duty, one on each flank, I imagine. In addition to keeping to the land, just keep an eye in the sky, if you don't mind, every now and then. As one of our foes likes to make an entrance. Other than that, get us to Alkenstar safely, and you will be handsomely rewarded.
I guess I'll nod.
In addition to what we've already paid you, to be clear, but
And then I'm just gonna move to take. I'm just gonna pick one, the right flank.
No. Tobble will head over to the left,
all right.
sauntering over on Pox.
Okay. He will then begin to climb up with Snoke is already in the seat, and he'll climb up as well to kind of guide the horses, if you will. You're on the right, you said, right, Tob? So
Tob's on the left.
Tob's on the left. All right, slipping in my head. Joe,
Right,
if you don't
reverse.
mind. Merrick, if you don't mind giving me what's your perception? I guess would be my best question.
Well, let me go over to the proficiencies and look at perception, which is listed somewhere. You would have assumed alphabetically.
Oh no, it's under attributes.
No.
Perception.
I mean, oh, you're looking at the shorthand thing. I'm looking at the sheet. I think because attributes
So
is
what?
attribute modifiers doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's set up a little bit different. So mostly used for initiative. It's not listed in the actual skills part of it. So
Like I can see perception listed next to initiative, but other than that, where the hell is it?
right above that.
Oh, look at that in big letters. Plus 10.
We're learning.
Plus
We
10.
are. I'm
All
an
right.
expert. It says at seeing things, which is
If you don't
ironic.
want, roll me your expert seeing things as you catch a glimpse of some exposed flesh as he climbs onto the carriage here.
We're figuring this out. Don't mind us.
So I'm gonna do the same thing the whole night. Be like, where is the?
Yeah, that's gonna be us. It's like roll a thing.
Well, the problem is I have the game window over two monitors, but they're different resolutions, so all the like drop-down menus are unreadable on my vertical monitor. So there we go. Why do I have to assign a type? What is it? Can I just not click it? Click. Where's the damn attribute, proficiency, item status, circumstance, or untyped are my options. I have to pick a thing.
Untyped.
Ah, look at that. There's I'm clicking the wrong thing. We're learning. I
Yes,
figured it
yes.
out. I got it.
Mhm.
Nailed it.
Learning a new system.
Nice.
And a new VTT all at the same time.
Yes.
All right. So as he reaches up to grab it, part of his coat comes down, and you notice at this moment most of his flesh is covered, and so is Snoke's. Bannerwaste is a hot place, and granted, at night it gets cold, and maybe you want to protect your skin from sunburn and things like that. But there's a level of heft with their clothing. But as he reaches, there's a tattoo that you notice, which is you can see clearly with your 26 is a gear with a triangle in it, like a really multi-toothed gear, and a kind of prominent triangle in the middle. That's faded. With the 26, almost looks like it's been tampered with in some way. Like some modifications have been attempted to be made, but have not been completed. But you kind of more or less log that away. Well, I guess you're from here too, right? You're native to this area?
Not the like either the places we're leaving from or the place we're going to. There was just like just a small settlement that I'm from. I forget if we named
Okay.
it.
Are you trained in occult knowledge by any chance?
Oh, almost certainly not.
Okay.
No.
All right. How about society?
That one, yes. I think.
Okay.
Fuck is they're right here. I'm trained.
Okay. The DC is going to be high, but you with your 26 gives you the chance to even roll it. So let me see what you got. It doesn't. You've seen it before, but what it was or like just associating it to a group is difficult to do at the moment. But you know it's not one that is native to this area, in the very least.
Well, I will log that away because as someone who definitely doesn't cover themselves completely head to toe, it is suspicious that they are doing so.
But yes. All right. With a couple of last-minute checks, they are finally ready, and they begin to get the pool or the caravan on the road. Which to Kazaz, how do you pronounce your character's name? Did I butcher that?
Kuza.
Kuza. Just
Yeah.
like 2 O's.
Kuza.
You just take the ya off.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ooh, yeah.
That's how she's gonna use the horse. If she ever has to use a horse, is yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
To Kuza's like astonishment, the pool table doesn't move that much when it's going. Something maybe with the suspension or whatnot, but whatever setup they have seems to be conducive to actually playing this on the move. But they get going at a pretty decent clip. Those of you who are not in the caravan will have to get your horses or steeds to a bit of a trot to kind of keep up. But this travel begins quite smoothly. I would say you guys are leaving at around 10 a.m. If it's a smooth trip and nothing happens, you should be getting to Alkenstar towards the evening, 7-8 o'clock, right before it gets cold and all the real nasty creatures come out. So it's a bit of a tight timeline, but they're gonna try to see if they can make it. While that's happening, is there anything you guys want to do or look for or have in mind to entertain while you guys are traveling?
So it looked like Kuza was getting a little better at pool as she played, yeah?
Yes.
The rules were getting gradually better.
Getting better in terms of skill. She's still curiously using the 1 as a cue ball. And the order in which these balls are going down is atypical at best.
Okay.
But, you know.
The pattern, if you can see it.
Yeah.
You gotta start with the 1. Why would it be labeled 1 otherwise?
Mechanically, she's getting better.
Osneth will just sort of come a little closer and say, oh, there's nothing like harnessing the chaos of randomness through repetition, is there?
Are you all right?
I mean, well, I don't know. Is any of us all right, really? But what I mean to say is you're getting better.
Oh, I've been practicing.
Yeah, it's a plain white ball, though, you're supposed to be hitting.
Then why is this labeled 1?
Because that's one of the balls that goes in the holes.
The white one doesn't go in?
No, you want to keep the white one out.
Don't we all?
You sound like you know what you're doing.
Well,
gonna hand it
I
to
know
you.
it sounds arbitrary, but really all of existence is arbitrary.
All right. Why don't you show me how you're supposed to hit the white? She's gonna hand you the cue.
Well, I wasn't really up for a game, but I suppose I could give you a quick demonstration. So he'll go ahead and take a shot appropriately.
I'd say acrobatics or performance, your dealer's choice at this point.
Okay. Give me a second. Don't tell me. All right.
All of us, anytime something has to be rolled, there's going to be a pause and we're going to lean real hard.
Yeah.
What the heck? All right. Type, attribute, proficiency. Ugh. What does all this mean?
You did the same thing I did. There's a die icon next to it.
Okay.
That was my mistake.
I clicked the wrong thing. Got it. Dang it. All right, roll it.
Yeah! Holy shit!
30.
Damn!
Yeah, he goes and you go on like a 6-7 ball run where it's just boom, 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 boom. Extremely. Well, with a 30, you probably just clear the table.
Nice.
With no interruption or anything like that. Everything works out well. That is how you play the game. You cannot get a better run than that.
It's all about the angles. The chaos is controlled through simple analyzation of the situation.
Are you going through like a bad breakup or something? Do you need someone to talk to?
You're awfully soft-spoken there, but no, all's well.
All right. That was mighty impressive.
Well, you just keep at it. You'll get it down there.
All right. Start by hitting the whites.
That's right.
She's gonna give it a try. After watching him, but I think I would stick with performance because she's still just trying to pretend that she knows what's happening.
Yeah. You know what to do. Give me a roll, please.
Yeah. I got you. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right.
Not quite running the table, but you get 5 consecutive balls in. It's. I think the funny part would be I think, well, as you were doing this, essentially, like putting the balls in, a normal person would stop at 8, right? or right, because that's it. You're just paying silence at that point. But you keep going. You go all the way. You're after you get your 5 in, you keep playing until like all 15 are in, or yeah. But yeah, so it's she's getting there. She doesn't know the rules of the game, or perhaps what game she's playing, but that your advice and form definitely took hold.
Well, there's a lot to be said for simply taking joy in the activity.
Yeah.
My name's Osnath, by the way.
I'm Kuzaa.
Nice to meet you.
So I feel like, all right. No, but I mean, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but where are you from?
Oh, I'm from the area, here and there.
All right. I was half expecting something weird, but that was the normal reaction. That was nice.
Where are any of us from when you get right down to it? The cosmos is vast and unknowable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the great swath of blackness.
So you're heading to the city, right? You're heading to the city.
Heading back,
okay.
Heading back into town. Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, big plans with the cosmos?
No, I just had a spot of business outside of town there, and I'm heading back in after its completion.
Oh.
How about yourself?
Fantastic. Getting around, trying to get used to some of these areas, big cities and stuff. I'm not used to those, but I figure it's good to stretch my legs, see some new sights, meet some new people.
So just a spot of tourism for you then?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't plan to stay for long.
Okay, well, it's not a place where you'd generally like to stay for long, so smart move.
Is that your home?
Well, I mean, it is and it isn't, as far as anything can be home. When it comes down to it, we're all just nothing more than the products of the fever dream of a cosmic entity. Destined to be forgotten upon its waking, but...
What's your favorite animal? Why don't we? I know a lot about animals. We could talk about that for a little bit if you don't want to.
Well, we're all just animals, really, when it comes down to it.
All right. We can have a seat then.
All right. Yeah, you just go ahead and keep practicing.
Oh my God. Bewildered.
Oh God, that's awesome. All right.
This is meant to be like True Detective McConaughey, by the way.
Right, yeah, no. Definitely.
I love him already. He's amazing.
Merrick, I would say about the hour into this trip. It's been relatively quiet. Nothing really to talk about or be of note. The sun is brutal, but it always is in the Mana Wastes. one thing you do notice, though, it's just again with that perception of yours, you catch kind of a shadowy silhouette on one of the new. There's rocky kind of outcroppings in this desert, and you catch one probably like 300 yards off. Most people wouldn't be aware of it, but you, being who you are kind of trained to see these kinds of outliers, and just a kind of a shadowy person looking over towards your particular caravan for maybe a good 20-30 seconds and then disappearing behind that rocky outcropping. But nothing really seems to come of it immediately. There's no, gunfire or yelling or anything of that nature, but just something that catches your eyes. Your caravan continues to roll on.
I mean, I suppose we'll draw attention to it. God, the temptation to say there's someone heading us off at the pass was hard, but I moved on.
Yeah.
Moved on. I want everyone to know that I moved past it,
Fought
and
it.
no one said that even.
Well done.
I'm just gonna throw a halt sign up.
All right. Yeah, obviously, so that they could see it. I'd say Snoke is on the left side, and you were on the right side. So it'd be Cash who sees it. So, Cash slows the horses down and kind of looks over to you.
I'm just get it close, like a bit a ways to the side. I'll move in and I'll gesture to the Tob so we can all move in, so we're not all shouting.
He'll nod his head at you and urge. He'll finish feeding Pox a piece of old cheese and nudge him forward.
Old cheese.
And I apologize to everyone who watches this whole series for the sheer amount of it's always going to be edgelord, but it's nice to indulge.
Right, we shouldn't stay long, but there's some sort of shadow folk up in the hill. You got enemies, you said, right?
Yeah, we do.
So if you won't make a stand, we can make a stand. Otherwise, we might want to double time it.
Are you and your steeds ready for that?
We are.
This just kind of looks at Pox.
Scratching more dandruff off himself and noisily chomping his piece of cheese.
All right. Good eye. We'll double time it then. And again, keep an eye out. Thank you.
He don't look like much, but he's got it where it counts.
You could see that Cash wants to say something. But he is also biting his tongue at the same time. It's just... Right. All right, well, off to your places. He brings his rifle back onto his lap, this time from off his back, and just kind of gives Snoke a solid nudge to kind of be ready, and gets ready and sets off with the horses again. Those of you who were in the carriage realize that it did stop for the 30 seconds that this conversation took, only for it to pick back up again at an increased pace.
I will actually ask. I have Express Rider as a feat, which can help increase the speed of my mount and my mounted allies, but this is a carriage, so I don't know if it applies.
Give me a survival, I would say.
All right, and the
And
thing
you-
itself calls for a nature check to command an animal, so if I have to do this to even try and use it, I'm just saying it also does a thing. Survival.
I mean, if you want to roll nature instead, since it's
No,
part of
I'm
it,
just letting you
yeah.
know that that's
Okay.
part of it. Honestly, survival's better. I'm just
Okay.
letting you know that it in and of itself is a thing. I've clicked you twice, survival.
Survival.
Why, what, and why, and why, and how, and why. That one? No. It's the die. Like, this time I'm not being a goof. I did it right.
It's not like between your two monitors or nothing.
Oh, it's not. But I realized that the reason I was being a goof is because what it does is it brings up a little roll window that I had already forgotten about. So I was clicking the button and it brought up like 8 roll windows. And Foundry's over here like, yeah, I get it. You want to roll, but you gotta like do
Make
it.
your choice.
All right, look
Yeah.
at that.
Shift click
Boom.
will stop that window from popping up.
Hey, all right.
There you go. All right,
Oh,
19.
shift click. Okay.
Yeah, my perspective on this was that you would just be choosing like an easier to travel path.
Sure.
So that's essentially where I'm going in terms of like you're more or less trailblazing, slightly ahead of the group and just kind of guiding the horses more or less where to go with your particular thing. Okay, great. You're going to be, I'm going to say, taking point in this case. So, Tobe, is there anything you want to do while he is kind of guiding this
The
caravan?
one thing I think Tob will do is switch.
Top, damn it.
It's all right. He'll switch his. So he carries two like melee-looking weapons. They are dog slicers. They're goblin dog slicers. He has one that's normal size and one that looks like it's extra large. He takes out the extra large one and kind of flips it over so that the handle is laid out across his lap, like pointing out to the left. And all that is it's a combination weapon. He's using the explosive dog slicer. He's just having it ready to go in the ranged mode for if things happen.
Awesome.
I know. He'll nudge Pox along. Giddy up.
Awesome. All right. In the meantime, can someone roll me a d20, please?
I guess I will.
It's one of the
Yeah.
guests. This even happened in
Waiting
San
for
Loric. He's like, I'll do it.
Well, listen, we get to roll dice here all the time. I want my guests to roll dice.
Yeah,
It's just polite.
Hey,
17.
let's
All
go.
right. 17. As you guys are making your way to Alkenstar, there is a cloud of smoke, and you can see a cloud of dust, essentially. And those of you who ride understand that this is riders coming towards you, just based off of the way the wind is blowing and the pattern. You start to hear the hooves galloping across the ground. But just based off the sound of it, there's going to be about 4 or 5 horse riding people coming towards this particular caravan. Those of you who are native to this area, who have made this trip before, this isn't unusual. This is a frequent. To say that it's a road would be generous, but it is a route between these two cities that is frequently used. So, quite frankly, if you're going to go between, what's it called, Martel and Alkenstar, you'd most likely be using this particular path. But that all being said, you have probably a good 5-ish minutes before they come upon you, or you get within shouting range at least. But that's what you have on the horizon there.
Are there windows in the car that we're in?
Yes, they face out though, but yes, there are windows.
Okay.
So she can't stick her head out the window like a dog?
You absolutely can, 100%. Just you couldn't see forward. I mean, if you were to see forward, all you'd see was
it's
the
fine.
next cart,
Yeah,
essentially. But
I know.
yeah, there
It's
are.
unhelpful.
Oh, there is. I forgot to mention there are strings that run through all the carriages, and they're attached to bells. So if you needed to address the driver, you could just give it a pull, and they would be able to respond to that. And yes, you could absolutely do the Heath Ledger dog thing out the window if you want. Nothing stopping you there.
She might, but not yet.
Okay.
If the mood suits her.
So we see him out ahead of us, or just the cloud? Sorry.
You see them out ahead of you. It gets clearer and clearer as it comes, and initially it's a cloud, and the silhouettes within the cloud of, again, perhaps 4, maybe 5, depending on your perception at that distance. People on horseback or mounted in some way on their way to you, or your direction.
Well, Merrick, should we meet them before they get here, or just let them come upon us?
I guess we're getting paid to do something.
Then I'm gonna kick it in and agree with you, assuming that you also read that intent. We'll kick it in and go ahead together.
Yep. He was just waiting, one way or the other.
All right, so the two of you are riding off to the storm. Let's see.
point out I'm like 3 foot tall, and this dog is not much bigger than me, and he's keeping up with this horse.
Jeez!
Okay. All right.
That guy's
So
got wheels.
you were riding already at a quick clip. Now to go ahead, it's you're borderline full on, as fast as a mount can comfortably go for an extended period of time.
Pox, I believe this is called balls out.
Both of you would probably know going that speed towards somebody else is potentially hostile. So just as an FYI, maybe to slow down when you get a little bit closer. But if you go that hard into a group, they might assume the worst at that point. But if you're going to stay that course, those of you who are in the cart will notice that it's beginning to slow down. Not to a stop, but enough to create some distance between those that have run off ahead of it.
Seems how I don't have a goblin-sized lance. Slow down a little bit and hope that Merrick also pulls up a little as we get closer to him.
I'm not gonna ride off by myself into this, so yeah, I'll slow down with you. You're slow and I'll slow.
As you guys slow down, it becomes more clear. There's a group of 3. What looks like 2 humans and a dwarf who is on a pony, and in tow is a donkey who is laden with some level of cargo. They look like traders. They have kind of worn leather coats. 2 of them have kind of like baker's markings of a kind of leather worker. I don't know if you're native to Alkenstar, you might vaguely recognize one of like the lesser kind of crafting houses that they come from. But they also slow down to match more or less your deceleration, and kind of hold out a greeting hand of just howdy, if you will. But they tip of the hat kind of thing.
Tob will give him the hat flick back.
Good late morning to you. Says
Well met. Where are you going?
We're out to Martel. We have some goods to get. What was the word you guys use? Refined before we come back.
Any trouble back that way we should know about?
Roll a persuasion, please.
How about a society?
Society, excuse me. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Sorry.
Yep. Okay. That was good. Yeah. Saw some strange canine-looking things kind of hanging out on the tops of them rocks on the way in. Nothing like your steed, but
nothing's quite like Pox. We'll pat him on the flank.
Say that again.
He's party, isn't he?
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, son. I'm just glad that you like it.
We'll take what we get.
All right. And likewise, I'm sorry.
The things up top there, they're just watching. They ain't coming after you.
They didn't give chase. There's more of them than there were of us, so a bit of concern, but they didn't seem to act on it.
Interesting. Well, I think the way back there is clear. Looks at DM. Is the way clear?
As far as you know,
we didn't have any trouble up to the point where we're at.
Correct. But you did spot someone also on the, well, not you, but Merrick spotted somebody on the ledge. I don't know if he explained that fully, but
I just said shadow figures or something along, or shadow folk, I believe is how I phrased it.
Okay, so you were aware of somebody also hanging out on the ridge.
If their description sounds like the thing I saw, then I'll nod. Otherwise, I'm just not giving them nothing. Listen, I'll be friendly, helpful. Well, not friendly is a stretch, but I'll be helpful. But at the moment, my job is to be suspicious of everybody.
They were describing a canine or a group of canines or some kind of quadrupedal dog-like kind of thing, whereas you saw a humanoid.
Like an actual humanoid thing.
Yeah. So.
Also,
That's
hi,
the-
Magical Misfits. Thank you for the
Hello,
raid.
Magical Misfits.
But yeah, that's with that kind of exchange. All right. Well, tell you what, since you've got a bigger caravan, if you will, we'll just go around you on the way out, and then you have a great rest of your morning.
Oh, we'd appreciate that. The less trouble, the better.
Get another final hat nod or hat tilt, and then get on and get ready to kind of rustle up. You notice that, Tob, they give you a wide berth with the horses.
As if they know something of my kind.
Something like that. Kind of led by the dwarf. He just kind of leads them around. So, Merrick, they go close to you, but it is about as far as respectively possible as they can get from top, essentially.
Tob will just chuckle.
Uh,
Comes in handy sometimes.
but with that, they begin to ride, and they look honestly on the up and up. They have some weapons, obviously, to defend themselves. It'd be silly not to, but
Well, if they didn't, they'd be suspicious.
exactly. Exactly. But they begin to go, and anybody looking out the right side, if you will, of the caravan will see eventually that group go by them.
If it slowed down enough, then she would have stuck her whole head out the window at some point. So.
So you get to see the majority of that exchange then.
Yeah. Just a massive green hair in the distance.
Yeah, just
staring.
That's hilarious. But yeah, with that, the caravan gets ready to set off again. I need one more d20 from you guys.
I got it, Lee.
Thank you. We appreciate
Oh no,
it.
you should have done this.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the next 2-3 hours have been relatively peaceful. It is the usual kind of stinging sands that occasionally come through with the wind. Some weird visual anomalies just due to the nature of the mana wastes being what they are, and just that ever-present sun just beating down on all of you.
Have we noticed, like, keeping an eye up on the up above us, looking for either the shadowy figures or the canines that they mentioned? Have we seen any tell of them?
Give me a perception, please.
Okay.
And Merrick, you can give me one as well if you're on the same boat.
Oh.
there.
Oh
Watch that roll from a 4 to an 11. Or 11 to 4, excuse me, the other way around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Merrick, it's not necessarily the sky, but you're just taking a look around and, behind you as well, and you see another kind of dust cloud coming up behind you, but fast. What's weird about it is the dust cloud seems high, like it's not based on the ground. And as you look, kind of squint your eyes towards it to get a better look at it, there's a glint of metal kind of reflecting off of the afternoon sun as this thing is making a very quick rear approach. ETA 2 minutes. Well, you know what? Given your previous occupation, I'll say it's probably closer to 1.5 minutes. We'll say that you're an accurate judge of speed. I think that works.
I'll get closer and just whistle real loud to get the attention of the drivers, and just veer off. And I'm gonna start going, I guess, my direction, hoping that they'll follow, because they need to get that out of the way of this thing, or see if it's following us at that point.
Okay. All right. So you begin to veer off. You kind of have an option here. You can, if you veer off the path per se, if you veer to the left, it'll take you through like a ravine kind of area. It's not like a crevasse or something deadly, but there's just more prominent rocks in a tighter formation. If you go the opposite way, you are in kind of open flats for a while. So the option of cover and or elevation or not, it would be what is your choice.
I mean, my instinct is to go away from the ravine because what could be cover could also be prime ambush territory.
Okay. Yeah, don't disagree. Okay, so we go to the more open section of it. With that,
I mean, feel free to chime in with your other opinion, Tub, if you want to overrule that and convince the driver to go left. That's just my gut instinct.
So in Tob's background, the high ground would always be the one that he chooses. He's also, again, 3 feet tall, so height matters.
Well, it sounds like we'd be in the low ground if we go left.
But yeah, he's you know, he's probably not used to working in a team setting. So when you yell veer off, Tob doesn't say anything. He just heads for the high ground. Instead of there's a level of not quite working together yet. The team dynamics are not quite there yet. So
okay. With that, Cash is just going to stop the caravan. But, hey, which way are we going?
your escorts just peel off in opposite directions.
Yeah. Dovetail away.
I'll loop and just shaking my head, start heading after him, and we're gonna go that way. There's no time to coordinate and re-coordinate. We're just gonna
go. You know,
he's getting far away. We're just gonna go that way now.
Just big from far away. Come on, we got a better vantage point up here.
As you go, you watch as Cash gives the reins to Snoke and brings out his rifle and then pops up a scope and it is looking through, and you just see kind of like his shoulders slump slightly as he sees what. Oh, it's them! Watch out! We're going to be under attack. As he begins to kind of try to get a good vantage point on this thing that's moving, trying to get line up a shot with his long rifle. On a moving caravan is not fun, but there is alarm bells based off of the same kind of ring system that you have that are beginning to go off in the lounge where you guys are playing and or chilling, and you just hear the Cash screaming that we're going to be under attack soon and to prepare for such a thing.
Who is it? What's the threat?
It's, former co-workers, if you will. We have something they want.
Well, can we kill him?
Cash just looks at his rifle and then looks at you. That's the plan.
Well, I don't see a problem here. Merrick? All right. Sounds settled.
All right. So let me get you over to this particular place here.
Keep in mind, he's essentially a paladin.
I was thinking that when you talked about your dog slicers, it's like paladin.
Yes. Champion of Lamash too, though.
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
That's the caveat right there. All right, I'm gonna say that they're gonna, because you guys caught this early, gave them ample warnings. Let me adjust these things here. Okay, cool. Go like this. It's gonna take cover over here. All right, and I'll have you guys join us here. As you guys are slowing down, you notice that there's this oddly armored figure, not dissimilar to the armor that is typically, or kind of the what's what I'm looking for, the style that Alkenstar kind of has, but he has some kind of propulsion system attached to it, which is why he was able to catch up to you guys so quickly. Behind him, though, are 3 kind of automaton-looking canines that appear to be coming up behind him as well. But as that happens, activate. That should bring you guys all over here. This is essentially where you guys are at. If you want to drag yourselves out onto the map, wherever you would like to be, or I can do that for you, either or. It might be
Someone
easier.
snuffed my lantern.
It's dark as fuck.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
You can't see anything on this
Nope.
map?
Black.
No.
You gotta go into
Oh.
each
It's 'cause of
token
the
and
token.
assign vision.
That's not true. I can see a black square.
I can.
That serves a rectangle.
Oh god, that's great.
Fair.
Token vision. All right, how about this? Can you see it now?
Oh,
Hey.
hey.
Whole map. All right.
Awesome. Cool. I can. Let me just. Is that working? Yes, hold on. I'll drag you guys out.
Ooh.
Cool.
Okay.
Makes things easier. There's you. There's Pox. Yours is Spirit.
It's changing
I mean-
right when it's fucking. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh, I didn't see Merrick's icon there for a second. I got real scared.
Did I delete his character again?
I was like, did I do it again? Joe's
my
gonna
God.
literally kill me.
Rebuild on
And
the
he would
fly.
have every right. Oh, it's
Yeah,
toast.
100%. Toast, what's up? For the audience who doesn't know, I deleted Joe's character by accident in the process of doing this, and Pathfinder characters are very dense. So it was a big fuck up on my part, and I was hoping I didn't do it again. Anywho, you guys who are outside the caravan, you can put yourself wherever you want to be, essentially. But for game purposes, this where is it? Where can I? You can see this marking here, but that right there, that pile of rocks is roughly 10 feet tall. So to the right of this caravan, the other rocks here can go up to 30. But you can kind of get covered. Depends on where you are, essentially. But let me know, and I'll give you a rough estimate. Shouldn't be too hard. But yeah,
Just-
get yourselves.
Is that tall enough for top?
Yeah, he can
high-
take cover there, 100%. Yep. Todd would have a hard time finding a place where he wouldn't be in adequate cover. So he's good. All right, excellent. And with all that being said, those of you who are in the carriage, when you heard the battle kind of cry go off, what were you guys doing?
I think her head was still out the window.
Get your head back in before you get it shot off.
What's that? What's happening over there?
Troubles a brewing.
Oh, all right. Just gonna pull her head back in. Hair is just a full mess. I think we're going fat.
Well, I suppose unpleasantness begets unpleasantness.
Are you saying I'm unpleasant?
No, I'm saying the area here is unpleasant. You're quite delightful.
No, it's about to get real unpleasant.
Let's see how it goes. I think. Does she have any line of sight on it for now? No. I guess she'll just scooch in the thing. If there's another window on that side, to see what she can see from there. But otherwise, she's just kind of crouched under the window as much as she can, just kind of peering out, just the eyes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And yeah, you see essentially the same thing, like 3 canine robots essentially, and some heavily armored figure with like a jetpack on. Let me see if I can get you share that art with you while I get the stuff ready. In the meantime, if you guys want to roll initiative, we've all more or less.
Initiative.
So that's
Whoa.
nice.
Cool.
that guy coming in.
Can't
and
decide if
then-
he's a scuba diver or
yeah.
desert marauder. I like it.
He's a little bit of both.
Is this going to be perception-based initiative?
Yeah. Unless you give me something like another reason for it not to be, yes.
I mean, it's the same role. I was going to say the only other thing I think of is survival, so it's not super.
Yeah, and that's not like a me challenging you. It's
No,
like you
I-
legitimately were. Yeah. get another
I'm
reason.
double checking because that's a new, different thing that we have to do.
But it was based initially off of perception because you just saw them coming essentially.
Yeah.
You guys can all pop out the combat tracker too. Right click on the cross swords at the top, and then it'll pop it out so you can see the combat tracker and chat at the same time.
All right, new
Thanks,
my plan.
Dirty.
Yeah. Thanks for knowing what you're doing. Me don't.
Yeah, no, like I feel like we're so used to taking like direction from you that if we ever forget to say it out loud, I'm gonna say it out loud for you.
I got
Thank
it.
you.
Oh, it's good.
I think we got this. We just have to let him overheat in the desert sun.
Huh,
Nice.
plus 18.
Wait, no, that's the wrong.
No, that's
Not nice.
Mechamortis. What the heck is Mechamortis?
Oh, no. As
Uh,
Mortis sounds bad.
I can't find the goddamn. Where did I put him? Hold on.
You put him where he is.
Thank you, Joe. Ever so helpful. Oh, I'm in the wrong chapter. That's why. Herpaderp. Alright. This is this one. There it is. Okay. I was like, where the fuck did I put this?
Oh, that's a good point. Now there's Active gave
Oh,
you
yeah,
disadvantage.
that's a good one.
So you can you re-roll that,
I
that
can.
incredible roll you just rolled and see if you can. Woo, those yeah. When those dogs show up, she's gonna
Crossbow
ooh.
for a head and a penis rocket on his back.
All right. You want me to
Good
go
job
ruin
done.
my awesome roll here?
No, I like him. I like him.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Initiative.
This is one of those
Booyaka.
situation where he's gonna roll better.
Nope.
Nope.
Ooh, okay. Hey,
yeah.
thanks, Agnes.
And then just the way this is built out, it makes more sense to just do it this way.
And then she just got advantage from Kit.
Thanks, Kit. All right, so this first one will be an advantage. If I can just drag him down, please.
Oh, you can right click and then update combatant, and it'll pull up the menu to change his initiative.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to drag his token down, and I lost it. God dang it. Is there a way I could just open his character sheet from here? Yeah, okay, cool. It's initiative. This one's, I don't. Well, it's good thing you got advantage, because that one goes in the toilet, and that one takes place. All right. Let's. Where are we at? Okay, so. Mechamortis is at a. Yep, that's correct. Nope, it's not correct. Clear that one. 20. Nope. Why are you down here? Go away.
As a
Okay.
reminder, we're learning this VTT and the system, so don't mind us.
Yeah,
That's all right, we got
it does some fun stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, so that guy's there. That guy's there. Doge, your initiative. Okay, that's that. And then this guy's. Boom. Love that they're all centralized off of the token itself. Like that makes it so much easier.
See, I've watched a lot of your guys' stuff, and I always hear it said that Nunners is a low roller, but this this does not compute.
He normally is.
I normally am. It's true.
He's getting all the good rolls out now. During the fight, he'll be 3s and lower.
All right, yeah, we'll take that for initiative and then the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that we're just in foreign territory. I've been rolling okay today too, and it's just Pathfinder's new and different, so our luck hasn't permeated yet.
Joe says that with all the expectancy of like just a worn out grizzled war hero is like, don't worry, it'll turn to shit.
In no time.
Gosh. Mm-hmm. Oh, oops. Ain't nobody seen them rolls because I forgot to hide that thing. Oopsie.
God dang it. Nope. All right, so he has 25 feet. I don't know.
That's so many. I thought he had 4.
Get out of here, Joe. Per action, he's gonna dash up here, and he's going to make a perception. One of his actions. You're gonna hear like he runs up to the middle one, and you hear like this kind of gentle, like this kind of weird hum to like a high pitched like whine go off, and then what is basically like a localized klaxon kind of go off this thing's like inner speaker as he runs over to as his last action. No, that was 2 actions. Never mind. So yes, 2 dash to get here and then the action to. So he's done, but he's indicating that this the cargo cart essentially is of interest. So that happens. This one is also going to dash. Which will get him here. And feeding off of his buddy, he is going to try to get inside. Well, doesn't have any great options here. Oh, he has climb. Not great. You watch as the dog kind of like jumps like onto the thing, tries to like claw his way up, and like you can see his feet like just gouging elements of the wood off of this particular caravan, and is trying to get into the window, but he's just had a bad angle. His weight's all wrong, so he ends up sliding back down it. But he is trying to get in there. And then last guy. It's this guy. For Merrick goes, he is going to fly up. So he's going to go about 30 feet in the air. I think I can actually do something about that on the token, I thought.
Also, I think the combat tracker hasn't been like activated yet because it still says not started.
Oh yeah, you have to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Begin.
Gotta-
And then I got to go
Yeah. Think.
down to him. There we go. All right, cool. He's going to fly in the air and kind of yell, Snoke! You have that which is not yours. And then kind of level his gun off at her and then fire as he aims his arm and then goes to like fire at her. So show. Target T for target. I've done this before. Target is out of range. Target is out of range. Look at that.
Got to scooch up a little bit.
He does have a ridiculous amount of movement, so he's going to use all of it.
I think you moved the dog.
Did I smooth that? Did. You're 100% correct.
No worries. I was like, I thought the dogs were smaller than him. I'm confused.
How the hell? Try one more time. I'm just 40 feet. Oh, it is 40 feet. All right, now he'll have to dash then. I'll count that as, or second movement, 1, 2. I'll have to burn all 3. Okay, so he's going to be floating basically above here with his arm cannon aimed down, but he can't do anything as of this moment. He's 30 feet in the air, though, as an FYI. Anyone directly below him is going to have a hard time hearing anything just from the jet wash that's coming down. It's super loud. But other than, and after a round or 2, there might be some visual impedance just because of all the dust he's going to be kicking up locally. But for now, that's what's happening. Okay, so then, Merrick, it is your turn.
Truly indeed it is. There's a measurement tool somewhere. That looks like it. That's a nope.
It's the
Oh,
diagonal.
wait, why does it keep it? I
Yeah.
don't want it. Wait.
hit the right angle one, and then hover over the little box that it put, and then hit the delete.
Ah,
There you go.
Yay, you figured it out.
And then the measure
Yeah.
distance tool is the diagonal looking ruler.
diagonal looking ruler.
You can just see all the
Bottom
numbers
bottom
now.
right icon.
Ah. I mean that's a beam, but it'll do the job. I suppose.
I suppose.
And then I'm gonna have to delete these 2, but it visualize what I'm trying to visualize. Is this gonna be rough going?
I see what you did. You want to hit the little token controls, the meeple icon,
Oh, I
and
see.
then
Look at that.
the bottom right icon.
Now it's a thing.
There you go.
Okay. Are these rock areas going to be difficult from a horse?
No, it is sloped. I will say it is difficult terrain in terms of like it will take double movement just because it has to be like, yes, you can't just run up it. You got to think about where you're placing your feet. But yeah, so to answer your question, yes, it is difficult terrain for that little bit.
All right. Now, in theory, it tells me what the range of my attack is, and yet,
Should on your weapon, I believe.
I just have the it just says strike plus the thing. Like, if I go to the actual inventory,
Oh, I forgot to roll initiative for you.
Inventory.
yeah, if I go there and then details, I get it. Okay, 60 feet, more than enough. All right, learning the things and the stuff. So what I'm gonna do is apparently not that. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna.
Are you rolling initiative for them?
Drag us over here because I'm running around. I mean, maybe they'll yell at me because I said protect the thing, but I have a feeling if we get rid of the guy, the dogs don't matter. They say get rid of the thing. I'll stay here and do the thing. All that measuring was important for us all to know. That was a learning exercise. And
It
you
was. We're all
all
learning.
passed.
Remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Exactly.
hit target on that guy. But first, before I click the button that says shoot your gun, I'm going to use one action to use hunt prey. So that guy is now my prey. And I'm going to remember to check both boxes because I have to have one that says it's my hunted prey and another that says it's the first time I'm attacking him.
Make sure you target him.
He shows targeted to me, little arrows.
Sweet. Yep.
Boom. All right. Now we will fire a pistol.
Yeah, that hits. That hits. Give me some.
I think you have to click damage, otherwise it hits me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's correct. Sorry. So I'm not used to that.
Oh, no, I can click that one. I forgot. It's this one where you have to click.
He has to click the. Yeah, that's what it was.
To assign it.
And if they have resistances, because it is a concussive thing, they will have, whether it's piercing or bludgeoning, whatever they're weaker to.
Which one were you shooting at?
The guy right here at the, I don't know if it's ping.
Oh, the dog. Okay, that dog. All right. Let me click on him.
Just click and
No, I
hold the
didn't.
thing.
There it is. Okay, cool. And it. Sorry, run that damage behind me again.
It's if they have any resistances, it's the weaker of piercing or bludgeoning with this gun. So if they would take half damage to piercing, they're going to take full damage instead because they'll take it as bludgeoning and vice versa.
Okay. It is not resistant to anything. It is just a.
Then it doesn't matter for this particular instance.
Okay, gotcha. Why is there such a huge discrepancy on damage? Right. 8. Does that sound right?
8 is what I've got. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You rolled a 3 or
Alright.
4 and a 1.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
What I do.
All right. That is 8 damage to that thing.
Hey,
all right.
also, instead of having to go through your inventory, when you click the attack button, it'll tell you your 60 feet increment right there. And then I have one action left, and I will use it to reload. I have the whatever it's fast reload. I don't remember what it's called. Point is, I can reload with my hands full, so I'm gonna just holding a
does that
knife
look
in one
like?
hand, just fish out a bullet and throw it in the thing, and we'll call that a turn.
Okay. Awesome. I believe it is this dog's turn finally. He is. I don't think even if he wanted to, he could reach you. Nope. He does see a tasty goblin over there, though. I don't think he can't get there. He's just gonna go over there and bark.
Not even with all 3 actions?
3 actions he can get there, but he can't do anything after that.
Oh, sounds good to me.
That's all 3. Why? Nope. Okay. Yep. I want to move him. Thank you. But yeah, so he just comes tearing off at you, sliding at the last second, and just like you hear like this modulated, odd kind of growl, which seems to be on some kind of loop that you hear every like 1.5 seconds. It loops again, so it's a little weird. Doesn't seem like they put a lot of thought into that particular portion of this creature.
This dog is a vine.
Yeah, basically. a super short 9.
6 seconds.
Oh god, that's amazing. But yes, that is the end of its turn. Osnith, it is yours.
Okay. So I moved over to the windows on the side that Kuzawa was on. So moving to the other side, is that a movement action?
I think within 5 feet is free action, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
Right?
Okay. How do
Let me just double check.
I had clicked the ruler and then I clicked the target. How do I turn that off so I can move my token?
Click on the
No, go ahead.
the
My bad.
little square icon above
On the
it,
square. Okay, gotcha.
and that should get you.
So if I move to these windows, that can be a free action.
Yeah, because it's such a short movement, like you're just
Thank you.
taking a step. I'm pretty sure it was like 5 feet. You didn't.
That makes sense.
I'll double check.
So this guy's 30 feet in the air and he's like 10 feet out from the carriage, right?
Yes. Yep.
So according to a 3D thing that I found, that puts him at, I believe, the distance table, like 35 feet away.
God, Lee, I love you, man. You out here doing geometry.
I can't.
When,
It's all about
when
the
you
angles,
said
man.
Lee's name, he fucking snapped into action. That's why I was like, damn, because you were like, Lee, he's like, all right.
He watched me take forever. And he's like, I'm not gonna do that.
He's ready.
That's it's 35 feet.
Okay. So I have another question. Questions upon questions.
Sure.
So I have in my inventory a bomb launcher, which has a range of 60 feet. However, it is equipment. It is not a weapon. So I don't know how to use that to attack.
A bomb launcher?
Yeah.
Okay. It's equipment. Is it incorporated into your attack for certain distances, or is it like a? It's up real quick. I'm just not familiar with that.
As a
particular
guy who
thing.
doesn't know nothing about nothing, it
Yeah.
sounds to me like he would treat it like a normal bomb, but instead of having to do whatever calculation tells you how far you can throw it, you
I
just
just
hit
say
quick.
I'm using the launcher. Okay.
Yeah.
That is my guess.
Bombs fired
Wow.
with a bomb launcher have a range increment of 60 feet.
It's
Oh, there
a
you go.
mortar tube.
It's like a mortar tube.
A
Am I-
long hollow tube held in 2 hands and braced over the shoulder.
so, is it possible to fire that out the window?
This is amazing.
Jesus.
Yes.
Nothing really matters because we're all made up anyway. Is it even real? Boom!
Imagine you're hanging out in a carriage and this guy pulls out a mortar
Yeah,
tube
yeah.
while he's still in the carriage. Yes.
You're not using that here.
I would. Oh god.
Consciousness is just a prison
I
of
will
forceful
say-
awareness, man.
After you fire it, the two of you are going to need to give me a fortitude save just to see if you retain your hearing
Okay.
temporarily
Yeah.
after you fire
Sure.
this. But yes, absolutely. You can do that.
Okay. And, okay.
It's
No
just
permanent
compressed air. It
damage,
doesn't make
just-
an explosion. It just goes flump.
It's the loudest thump you've ever did.
This is going to be, okay. So to
okay.
fire this.
So I think you would just throw the bomb as
Oh,
a normal
don't.
attack, and then
Okay.
you add your range would be 60 feet instead of.
Gotcha. So I'm not going to use my crossbow for this. This is just
Yep.
like a throw. Okay.
Exactly.
Loading it requires a single interact action, and then you'd make a strike with it. So loading and firing would be 2 actions.
Loading and firing is 2 actions. Okay.
Yep.
Now,
Okay.
I will say you were warned that they were coming, like a minute out. So if your character would have loaded something
No.
into a mortar in that time, I'm cool with that.
No, this is improvisation because of the distance. The
Okay.
range is too far for me to
Got it.
throw or use my crossbow. So this would have been
Understood.
I would have had to switch to this. So okay, how do I throw this?
This is a mortar only situation.
Let me open the character sheet and try that. All right, here we go. So I just click the picture to fire it, right?
Yep, target, and then click the whatever your throw option is for the bomb,
Okay.
and then we'll just factor in the distance. That's as a non-issue essentially, 'cause
Oh.
that's the only difference.
Am
Well,
I
I'm seeing
supposed to target the bad guy's token first?
Yes, hit T and you'll see like 4 little like a corner icons kind of pointing at it. That'll show you that it's
You
targeted
hover over his
correctly.
token and hit T.
Oh.
Yep.
Did that work?
This whistling is
Yeah, I
killing
think
me.
I targeted
Yes.
myself.
I can't.
hold on.
We can't see what you're targeting.
Next to his thing in the tracker, there's a blue dot that says. Well, that says you're targeted by somebody.
Yeah, you targeted yourself.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
I'll
targeted
target
yourself,
myself.
Just hover
So-
over the token that you want to, and
Yeah.
then hit T, and it should switch the target over.
That's what I thought I did. There it
There
is.
you
Oh, it
There
moved.
we go.
Yay.
Now it's-
Woo!
now it's
got it.
targeted. Nailed it.
Perfect.
Baby steps.
Mhm.
All right,
Your baby step is a mortar, sir. You're doing awesome.
it is.
Mhm.
All right, so I'm using
Yes.
bottle lightning bomb.
That's a miss. Oh,
That's a 25.
25. That's a good roll, but it misses. As
I believe you have
kind of
a
comes up.
D20 or a D4 or both.
Yeah,
I think
do
you have both.
I was told I had that. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, roll it if you like.
I would
Glad if you
like.
roll.
You're a hero.
I don't want my first
You're a
attack
hero.
to be a miss.
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Told you to roll. There it is. 18 on that D20. Thank you.
18 plus 11.
That's a crit. Yep.
Oof.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good question. Are we treating them as the hero point reroll, or are we treating them the way we've always treated them in D&D, where it's additive?
For now, we're gonna do additive just because we
Okay.
didn't talk about it. Next time we'll do the hero
Okay.
point stuff.
Heroes.
Add more
Um,
complexity.
Absolutely. Okay. Hit that critical button for me. And
I was gonna say that
Alive,
turns a crit,
over.
doesn't it?
Yep. Make sure
Yeah.
he's targeted still, and then
Okay,
hit
he's
the
still
critical-
targeted.
Yep. Hit the
Do
critical
I have
button.
to select anything here? Base damage. Okay, so that's electricity. Modifier. Label. I don't. Am I doing anything with additional things? I don't know.
What does it
I
ask
think
you? I
so.
guess my question is.
Oh, I don't know. It's got base damage.
Okay.
So that's electricity because it's
Hmm.
lightning. I
Okay.
got modifier and type, field discovery bomber untyped.
Yep.
That's a +4. And then there's just label. Is that just something that I would add to it if I had extra to add?
It's most of the stuff is like set up and good to go.
I want
Oh.
everything to be automatic.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
only pops that up in case you have like some situational stuff.
Sweet.
Like if Nenners is giving us some extra bonuses or something, you
Okay.
type in something manually for like circumstance bonus.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
That
All right,
makes
I'm
sense.
gonna hit this thing. And that rolled some stuff.
All
It
right.
did.
Sure did.
It doesn't look like that.
Okay. It's 14. Should take it off of
So-
him.
It's
Splash?
I believe it's showing 10 for the actual damage and then 4 in the splash.
Okay.
Okay. You said this was lightning or electricity primarily?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Can I apply that to this guy? I don't know. I didn't. Yep. So, weaknesses in Pathfinder are different than they are.
Yeah, they are.
In D&D, and because this guy is literally encased in metal, and you hit him with a lightning mortar, he's not loving life right now. And you went from doing 14 damage to 34 because weaknesses are a hard number increase.
Excellent.
And
Wow.
Same thing with resistances. If he was resistant, it would have been 10 minus. So yeah, in this particular situation, that did a tremendous amount of damage. to him.
Nice. Thank you.
Although for some reason it didn't actually mark it off his list, but I'll do that right now. But 106. There we go. All right, cool. I just said out loud. I'm an idiot. Here we go.
Hey! We have a target, boys.
All right. So that is an awesome. That's action to load it, action to fire it. I believe you still have another action.
Okay.
Do we still have to
and
make
you
that
also
force save
said-
for our ears?
Yeah, we had to make a
Yeah,
fort
give me that
save
fort
to-
save for the mortar
Okay.
ears.
All
It's
right.
not anything big, but you won't be able to like use a perception hearing
No,
for
it's
the
fine. It's
round
totally
as
fine.
you're wop wop.
Yeah.
Mop.
Die.
Love some art.
There you go.
Awesome.
21 and
Yeah.
21.
Those both pass. You're good. It's loud as fuck. You're like, oh god, but you can still hear.
What in the fuck?
Lee, if you don't mind me asking, how do you envision his style of alchemy? Is it kind of like an Alkenstar, dirty smoke, kind of like little charges on everything that you fire? Is it more mechanical?
I'd not given that any thought.
This man looks refined.
He
Yeah.
does. That's
Yeah.
why that was a good idea.
Probably whatever the first thing you said was. Not like with fuses or anything, probably, right? So
just more like mechanical kind of.
I would think.
Physical launches. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, anyone who puts that much effort into his outfit isn't just gonna throw like a little breaching charge at the bottom and expect it's gonna work. So that
wear a
makes
tie
sense.
for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly. So you basically just hear like clang and like the vibration of like the energy expelling this particular thing out shakes the thing a little bit, and maybe doesn't deafen you, but definitely you guys have to like kind of accommodate after that unexpected expulsion essentially of that mortar round. But good job, awesome. Again, you
Sorry
had
for
one
the
more
noise.
action.
I guess I should have warned you.
Yeah, I did. Also, where in the fuck were you carrying that?
In the mortar pocket.
Yeah.
Duh.
And then can I use my last action to, I guess, sheath that and draw my crossbow?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Is that one action, sheathing one thing and drawing another?
I think technically you're dropping it for the free, and then
Oh, okay.
taking out your crossbow.
The tube's hot. It's got to cool down, right?
Well, let me drop it. Yeah, I'm not putting that back in the top.
Just blowing it.
Just start smoking on the bench.
Actually, I didn't have to drop that. Whoops.
Oh god.
I actually used that. I have one more. How do I pick that back up? There it is. Okay, I did not mean to drop that because that wasn't the thing. Okay, but I dropped the
bottled
tube.
lightning.
I dropped
Jesus.
I dropped the tube and bring my crossbow back out, and that's me.
Awesome.
Thank you for your patience.
No, that was great. That was a fantastic
no.
round. I appreciate that. All right, Kuza, it is your turn.
All right. She was gonna go to that window and see what she could shoot because she saw that thing fly over. But now she's very scared about sharing a window with this man. So she's gonna stay on this side instead, with her head out the window, just to Tom. If you don't mind, just ducking your head just a little bit. She's gonna reach over his head and try and use some magic. So Netters, let me know what happens. But she's gonna try and use Tanglevine on the that little shit over there. Hold on. That thing that's right in front of him. 1 second as I click the thing. Cast that bitch.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Attack. All right.
All right, Foos.
Oh, I didn't target it. I super fucking didn't target it. My bad.
Also, for hitting with the bottle lightning, Netters, you can go up into his attack card and drag the off guard condition onto that token, and it should automatically apply off guard to all the attacks from everyone else.
Oh,
Gotcha.
unexpected benefit.
No, bottle lightning's really good for that.
Sweet.
Done.
It is kind of
Okay,
a cool visual to think of, like a pool table in the middle of this. He's leaning outside with like a fucking
Order two.
cannon, and then I'm leaning out the other side
Bazooka.
casting magic. It's just like nonsense.
Boom.
Yeah.
Kuza, you know
Yeah.
well that you are in the Mana Wastes, and the reason why
Yeah.
the entire civilization has changed is due to the instability of magic, which you have just called upon. I'm going to need you to roll me a D100 on the wild magic table, if you don't mind.
Hey, yeah.
So, being from Alkenstar, would Tob have a pretty good idea of this?
Oh, 100%. You're like, what is she doing?
Yeah, so he'll see her reach out, and he'll look over, and as soon as he sees the tingle, he'll go, "Wait, duh." Oh.
I was supposed to tell you to close your eyes before it happened, but I forgot. I got very excited.
He told me to duck instead.
That's true. I was worried about your safety.
Oh, God. All right.
I'm just thinking of the missed opportunities.
set?
The druid I play, will again eventually because we're taking a break. But no one has ever had cause to tell Caroso to duck, so I could just become a duck.
Turn into a duck. God damn it, Joe.
That's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. What's up, man? What's happening? Everything sets on fire.
Yeah, I don't like how he seems
I
exasperated.
know,
about it
he's
just
very
happened.
paused right now.
Just go with it.
Let's
We-
just go.
You cast that particular spell, and it does go off, and there will be a save that needs to be made for that. But in addition to that, what seems just like copious amounts of grease just explodes out of you and into this room and out of the window. Tob, you probably have to like duck a little bit as some of it comes flying out. But you Lee's character, whose name I can't think of right now, 'cause
Osnith.
I'm trying to pronounce. Thank you, Osnith.
Yeah.
Are just covered. Like that whole room is caked in like half an inch of grease and like mechanics grease, like just thick ass grease everywhere.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, but also please don't shoot. You will kill us both.
Oh god, I can't believe you got that one. All right, awesome. So yeah, it's that like the 5 feet around it was just covered in grease. Tom was saying because there's a wall between you two, but yeah, some of it
Also, just-
spurted out the window.
Just for funsies, is it like, am I covered in said oil, or did it just
100%.
like spring out of me? Okay, so
It sprung out of you, but you were covered in the process. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. No, because I was like, if everything else is covered and I'm clean, that'd be very funny.
You guys are lucky this is on this channel and not on
Oh
mine.
my god,
You hear
Yeah,
no
there you
end
go.
of this.
that's amazing. Okay, so there's a 25. Did you highlight the dude you're hitting?
I didn't.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to apply that to it afterwards, or would you like me to re-roll? Because I'm fine.
I will use the number if it hits. That's fine. I just need you to target him, hit that, and then give me.
I, for some reason, hit the cast button instead of just freaking re-rolling. The
that's
good
a
news
hit
is that
by-
hits anyway, so we're
Yep. And it's not within crit range quite yet. All right, cool. So that is a hit, and then it has to make a save, right?
I do believe so. Hold on. Spell effect. Vine appears from the air. Attempt to attack thingy, and then I think it gets a spell effect if it is a success, and it gets a -10 foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for 1 round.
Oh shit! It doesn't even make a save.
so-
That's crazy. Okay.
No, I think it's just it can save out of it during its turn. It can attempt to escape against your spell DC to remove the penalty. Or
Nice.
maybe now? Does that happen on its turn or just now?
No, that would be on its turn for the escape.
Okay. I
Okay.
thought so.
So it
Okay.
should have the immobilized thing on it now. You should be able to see it. That was the one in front of Tobe, right? Tob.
Yes,
Tob. Jesus
Got it.
Christ.
Think like a key fob. Fob and
Yeah.
Tob.
Tob. You got it. Key fob. Tob. Got
fob.
it. Thank
You
you.
gotta get it into Nenner's brain. He's a gearhead. So the cars,
Yeah.
Nenner's cars.
Yep. Got it. They go fast like turbos. Here we go. All right. Awesome.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's your
yes.
action. You've coated the interior of this with grease. That's you have 2 actions.
Yeah.
left.
I have 1. That was 2 actions to do Tangle Vine because it is a cantrip. Oh boy, I don't think she could use that now because that's a. Hold on, it's
How
like
does
that's
it
just
look like that?
okay.
You don't happen to have prestidigitation, do you?
I was checking. I don't. Do not. And I do have another thing that I could use that I was hoping I could use, but I can't because it's not what I thought it was. So yeah, she's gonna do that, and she's gonna use her last action to try and just shake off whatever else on her. Because I don't know if she knows whether Osnith will shoot or not. So I think she just had to get this off me.
To be fair, the bomb launcher just uses a little basket and lever spring kind of. It's not explosive.
Yeah, she
There's
has no
back
idea.
blast on it.
She saw you take
Yeah.
out a bazooka and does not understand how that works, so she just assumes everything explodes. But that's my turn. I'm just using my last action to clean myself
There's a
off.
very
and,
tiny, very strong little man in there that forces it out.
Oh gosh.
you pay
that's
him
amazing.
well.
Key fob.
gosh.
Tob. You're up.
All right. So Tom,
Oh no.
just something sprayed out the window. He's not sure what it is. So being completely oblivious to what it actually is, he's still gonna go with Plan A, which was fire off his explosive dog slicer and hope for the best. So let's see. I gotta move things around. There we go. So he's safe behind his rock, and he's just gonna aim at this thing and fire, and roll a 3. Perfect. You know what? He's a hero, though. I'm
You're
gonna,
a hero.
I'm gonna spend the one that I have.
There you go.
Hey, much
there
better.
you go. Hell yeah.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
And guns, for anybody that doesn't know, guns in Pathfinder world are very meh normally, but when they crit, they crit. So hoping for a good roll.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. Nice.
All
That's a
right.
great roll.
So
Bless you.
21 damage total. And then it must succeed at a DC 21 Fortitude save, or be stunned, or just die outright. That works too. I will.
Most stunned it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Perma
probably
stun.
stunned.
None more stuff.
Awesome. Yes. With that, you shoot. Actually, if you would like to describe how you ended this mechanical creature's life.
Tom being a goblin, and he's a little different than a lot of goblins, but he still has that mischievous side of things. He sees that weird thing sticking off its back, and he goes, "Oh, that's a little bit strange." He just aims for that, and just blasts it off. And I don't know, it kind of makes me think of the things from Horizon Zero Dawn. And he blasts it off, it just kind of crumbles in a heap, and he'll use one action to kind of stride over top of it, just a satisfying crunch, and then walk up to the next one, and you know what? He's just gonna raise his shield.
Okay.
So that's all 3.
Right. Shield phase, awesome. That is the end of this round. It is 10:50. I'm sure my sister's bladder is on the
I
verge
gotta
of
pee.
destruction. So we're going to.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, go ahead. I clicked the break way too soon, so for just a second we flashed onto the intermission screen, but
No,
back.
you're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
We'll be back in 10
That sounds
minutes.
like an
Everyone
alert.
take bios and everything. We'll come back and then continue this encounter. Thank you
We'll
guys.
be right back.
All right.
This 5 ain't big enough for the both of us.
I'm gonna have to do 2 every time. I'm gonna run out of references quick.
I trust you, man. You're a pretty creative person. We're live,
I mean,
by
I have
the
time
way.
to
Welcome
research.
back.
Yeah, that's what 5 is.
Yeah.
getting the
You
five.
guys are going through your first encounter here. Doing well on the first round. Some hilarious shenanigans, but some good stuff happening. I forgot to roll initiative for them, so Cash Abernathy is going up
That's right,
first
yeah.
this time.
Ooh.
And he is he's gonna be cheeky and he's gonna lay down. So he's gonna put himself prone, but it's gonna allow him to shoot through this carriage here. Because the
law.
books he's got a Giselle. Make sure you target. What are you targeting? Wait. Yeah, please don't target Foos. He's gonna be very upset when I shoot her.
Yeah, especially because I'm on the other side of the wagon. That'd be pretty impressive.
Where did that go?
I don't know. That definitely hits.
Crit. Woo.
Some sweet damage.
Nice.
Should be, yep. So he just kind of lays down, sights it. See kind of a plume of thick black smoke come out of the gun as this thing, and the firing, the clang, and then this thing just crumpling to the ground as that happens. But he's gonna push his sister Snoke, like, get out of here, get on the other side now. So he's kind of like trying to shove her over there and moving himself as well. So he's gonna kind of attempt to. Nope, that is the wrong button. Oh boy, here we go. Where's that guy going? Okay.
He's out of here.
He's out of here. He's had enough. And yeah, so he's gonna climb over here. That's action. He's actually going to see
Got some measurement stuff going.
Tob saved it. Yep, nobody heard that. You're gonna kind of a weird angle, but you get to see him. You just see like butt and legs as he's trying to like climb into the window. But I'm going to essentially say he doesn't have any action left to get himself outside of that. So he's kind of stuck halfway in, trying to get himself into the carriage. But that is the end of his turn, which goes to this guy.
Forget to update the tracker.
That's a good point. There we go. All right, cool beans.
Yeah.
And he is going to try to bite the shield-raised Kefab Tob. This
working.
is melee. It is. I'm a child, and I apologize, but this is.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a good roll. I'm sorry.
Very good roll.
So damage. So it's 3
gonna-
bludgeoning.
He's gonna actually throw his shield up for it. And then, so I'll hit block, and then I think you hit damage, and it should automatically. Oh, you hit my dog, you dirty bastard!
Oh,
Oh
We'll slide him over to the side.
It does work out for me that my mount is significantly larger than I am, so it's very
Yeah.
easy
Yep.
Did
to
it?
differentiate.
Did it not take that off?
I did not.
Yes, you hit his dog.
I did hit his dog. I'm so
you see
sorry.
if I
I'm
How
gonna
could you?
There we go.
restored his hit points. He's fine. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, good stuff.
There it goes. That worked.
Top is unscathed. Good stuff. All right. The dog. Oh man, good stuff. I think he has more actions though, doesn't he? I'll take the penalty, but it's not like he's doing anything else. He will try to bite you one more time.
Bad news is I can only do the block once.
Bad news is
No! Shit, I should have saved it.
Menace!
I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
This is
You
not like
forget.
me.
That's why I'm here. I'm supposed to
I apologize.
tank all this.
I rolled a 4 on the crits.
Yeah. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
There you go.
He raises a shield up high to block the high one, and then dog stabs him in the thigh.
Guess what? Give him a light jab with the shield on the head. Get him to back off. Okay, that's that. And I think he is going to try to get into this thing too. Oh, this isn't. Yep. So it's
Where are you going? I ain't done with you.
Do this all day. He's running. You get an opportunity attack if you'd like.
I do not have reactive strike.
Okay. He is bouncing then. That is the end of his turn, and I will adjust the turn order. It is now Snoke who's been told to get out of here, so she is going to try to get in. I'm going to say she's going to waste an action pushing her brother in there, and then she's going to try to get in, and I'm going to have to roll an athletics. Acrobatics. She can try to do some gymnast nonsense to get in. Okay, so yeah, you watch her as, like, typical sibling fashion of just like get in, and, like, shoves him in, and then kind of grabs it like backwards and does one of those like curl your legs up and into it, and she's able to curl into the zone, landing way more gracefully than her brother, who like thuds against the ground. But that is her action, and anyone who is within hearing range, which is, I don't think anybody at this particular junction, because you're all kind of outside the immediate thing. Oh no, Merrick, you're right here. Merrick, you hear,
He
like,
doesn't have ears.
where the fuck did you put the key? I thought you had the key. We need the key. Like this bickering inside of there. And an additional slipping of accents. You don't hear any kind of, Alkenstar twang or anything like that. It sounds like a far more northern accent between the two of them, as whatever is stressing them out is currently getting to them. But that is the end of that. Who's the next person up? Clockwalkunder's dead. Mega Mortis is up. He did just get mortared.
Sorry.
But let's see. Let me.
This turn, we just need to pestle him.
Mecha mortared.
God damn it. Oh,
I'm gonna
know.
have
Yes,
him
hello.
roll. Still right there. See if he can stay on task. He cannot. He's pissed about getting zapped. He is going to try to fire at. You on poor Osnith.
Does the grease make me harder to see?
Is he a heat wave in the window?
Yes.
You said mechanic grizz. The entire interior is all uniform color now.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
It still hits.
Oh man, that was okay.
It still hit. Woo. Plus 21.
Big numbers for Pathfinder.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm more used to it now, but it's always been my thing when I look at the two. I'm like, well, yeah, this just feels like someone got kicked out of a D&D game and went, well, I'm gonna have a different one with blackjack and hookers and real big numbers, and everyone's gonna think it's awesome. And it's, to be fair, it's pretty awesome. So,
All right. He does hit you with his arm gun. The arm gun kind of opens up and then fires kind of just like a bunch of flechettes, really, that kind of coat that entire, like everything in that window, which unfortunately is mostly you. Some of the things behind it, and then completely around the perimeter or threshold of that window is just completely caked in these flechettes. But it does hurt quite a bit. He doesn't hit you flush. Thankfully, a lot of them are like flesh, just light things. Nothing really penetrates. but you do take 9 points of damage from that one shot, essentially.
Okay.
That was his one action, just trying to keep you out of his hair. And then he will see if he can try to go into on that side too. So move him over. As he flies, so as he flies over, kicking up a whole bunch of dust. You can't really see much, and this is really shitty for you because you just got shot, and you now have a bunch of like dust and stuff caking onto the grease.
So
that
I am
you
already
already
feathered now.
have. Yeah, pretty much. It's
Oh,
bad.
no. Oh no.
But he has vacated the premises. That is the end of his illustrious turn for now. And Merrick, it is yours.
Well, I guess if he's just gonna be here now, we'll do some stuff about that. My prey is gone, so I'm gonna use an action to first hunt him as my prey. Hello, Brownheart.
Hello, thank you for the raid.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome.
We're
Unlike these
struggling
raiders.
our way through Pathfinder.
We're struggling.
Oh, got this.
So I've got the things toggled to make him my prey, so I've done that. And then what we will do is first give that a go with a pistol, and that is a critical,
Oh,
It is.
which you love to
Nice.
see with a weapon. So we'll do damage.
Whew!
Yeah. There's a
Wow.
lot of dice.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Very nice.
And again, if he's got a weakness, any sort of any interaction within bludgeoning or piercing, he'll take whichever one's more effective against him with a gun.
Sure. Resistance. He's resistant to physical,
Oh, so just across the board.
unless it's adamantine or oraculum, whatever the fuck that word is.
Hey, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
hold on. There's a thing that says physical damage at the end, but it applies as normal.
Okay.
Or a
Or
cow.
chocolate. But yes, he does take 29 points of damage. He is resistant to it, but yeah, just and like there was the section of like the armor that it penetrated was, you could see the puncture wound that went in and just blood now coming out of it, and him just whipping around with this jetpack now not glaring at you. You can't see with the helmet, but you can tell, body language. He's not happy with you. Fucking good shot. All right, that's action. What else you got?
I got one more action, and I think what I'm gonna do, based off of the fact that I just lined up the perfect shot, and he's just like, "That's irritating." I'm like, let's reevaluate. So I'm gonna use my last action to instead give my horse 2 actions.
Okay.
So my last action is to go, yeah! And I'm going to give Spirit the same toggles because he benefits as my animal companion from rangerness. He benefits from hunted prey. So first and foremost, a probably rather ineffective hoof strike. Yeah, critical miss, super bad. But much more importantly, we move, we ride. We're gonna go
oh gosh.
over there.
Ah, God.
25 and 15 is my dealio, so that's square. And let's highlight these two. Then we hold shift while we move them.
He's got it. He's
This
got it.
Square.
Look how
Boom.
smooth that was.
And I forget how I rotate because now they're just drifting sideways. But
Shift and mouse
Yeah.
wheel.
shift
Just
and mouse wheel.
strafing.
I
So
love the
yeah,
crab.
there we go.
Crab slide is the best. On a horse of all things.
Well, I
Ah,
guess we would have pulled up kind of at an angle here, so I can be facing him as he presumably retaliates.
Just
But those are all the actions.
Merrick having a latency issue.
seriously.
Yeah.
There's so much lag
Merrick-
here in the Mana Waste.
Merrick and Tob, give me a perception check if you don't mind, each of you.
You got it.
It won't count as reaction or anything.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Whew.
Awesome. Okay.
One
Uh,
up me.
That's been the. Every time I've asked the two of you for them, that's exactly what he does. But this actually works out because Tob, on your side, you hear just like rubble, like a rock sliding over and hitting other rocks from behind, and you 90% sure there was someone behind the rocks. Same thing with Merrick. You also hear somebody kind of rattling in the bushes not too far from you. It doesn't seem like everything that's here is been active in the fight, but there's definitely, as far as you can tell, at least one more person each that you've clocked north and south of you.
Like back where I was hiding.
I will give you. Let's see. Can you see the pings that I make?
Yep.
Yeah. So yours would be like right here.
Okay.
And for Merrick, it would be around these bushes here. But that is what you get with the end of your turn and your perceptions. I will advance the round check. Man, we're going through this quicker. Well, it helps that half of them are dead. But
Is it Burt Gummer up there?
Burt Gummer. It's Burt Reynolds.
I'm just gonna call
Ozanith.
out to Tob and let him know there's a pig in the plant growth behind me because this is a ham bush.
There's somebody up there in them rocks too.
I'm not gonna have my super edgy dude make a pun, but I will.
But
I
Joe
will
will.
indicate. I'm gonna take every opportunity to make a pun.
Ozanith, recently shot, covered in both dust and grease.
Mm.
It is your turn, sir.
Well, that was markedly less than optimal. Did I get any on me?
I'm gonna start my 3-part apology by saying that your eyebrows are fantastic.
What a specific body part to compliment.
Am I? That's all you can see because I wiped the
That's the
grease away. So,
It's the only thing uncovered.
am I able to climb out of the window?
You
Would
can.
that
It
be
will be
one
a reflex save against, because the whole thing is greased. So obviously you as well. So
Okay.
now if you fail, it's not the worst thing. You'll just fall out of the window.
Got it.
I'd argue that you have advantage to get out
Yeah.
because you just squirt on out.
Yeah, it's not a matter of getting out. It's a matter of sticking the landing. If we're gonna be fair.
Can I be birthed out the window, please?
He's about to look like Danny DeVito coming out of the couch cushions. In, Always Sunny.
Oh my god. I was also thinking of Jim Carrey and
Yeah.
Pet Detective.
A rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rhino.
All right.
We're
Okay.
rooting for you.
So
We're rooting for you.
I would like to squeeze out of the window then, if I may.
Alright. Yep. Hit me with that save, sir.
And yeah. You said that was reflex, yeah?
Yeah.
Also, I think there's still a measurement on the field there.
Yeah, that's me. I can't clear that. I'll figure that later.
It's a 28.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. You kind of firmly grip.
Does it make that noise?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
Smooth birth.
lubricated.
The exit and the landing.
You seem to regain some of your dignity
All right.
in exiting that room.
And then, it's okay, so that's one action, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. And then, let me move myself. There we go. All right, so how does this work? Movement, is that all one action? Getting out the window and moving? Or is that two actions?
It's two actions. So anytime you stop, it requires
Okay.
another action to keep going.
Okay, well, if I'm greased up enough, I didn't stop.
Oh, then keep going. Yeah. Yeah. If your plan was to hop out and like just run like a good 10, 15 feet, that's no problem.
Okay, okay.
I just needed that save to see if you got out and were
Got it.
forcibly stopped. Essentially.
So there's 15. Yeah, that's 10 feet, really. If I were to drop there, would I be able to see this guy down here, like under the wagons?
Yeah, sure. If you go prone, it's not hard to maneuver yourself. So these are huge wagon wheels. Like the gaps between the
Okay.
spokes are,
Is
easily.
going prone its own action? If I squirt out the window, run, and drop.
That word. I was waiting to see how long it would take.
Joe did describe it as that when he said you could square it
Yeah.
out the window. I believe it was earlier.
True.
So it's been.
Joe wins.
Let's see.
All right. If I spooge out the window.
So tell you what, if that was your plan, I'll make it part of your movement.
Okay.
because you have 30 movement anyway. So as part of it, you could just go prone essentially, because that's movement. That's not necessarily that would be a separate action if you stopped, dropped and rolled or whatever. But if it's part of your initial like get out, I want to dive under there so I can shoot this guy.
The
That's fine
downside
with
of
me.
that is prone is a condition.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Nanners.
No problem.
You are a generous deity. So I do that, covering myself with even more dust, and then I would like to load a junk bomb into my crossbow and shoot at that dog.
Okay. So the extra actions, yeah, got it. Yep.
So that's my last two actions.
Yep, makes sense. Okay, so give me your attack roll on that dog when you were ready.
Oh, let me see here.
Don't forget to target it with T.
Oh yeah. Thank you. This dog here. Targeted? Okay. Okay. So let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I'm gonna shoot with the crossbow. And how do I make that be the junk ball?
I don't remember what we did last time.
Yeah, I don't either.
It just happened.
I think it was a part of your daily. Like,
After I made the roll, did it ask? No.
So you
No.
could probably just because I think the crossbow adds distance onto it for
No,
one.
it's still just 30 feet.
Okay.
It's probably further than I can throw.
I don't know what kind of arm you got.
If you have a far lobber too, that adds on to your throw.
I don't.
So 20 feet is your normal. Let's see. As an action, you load a single lesser alchemical bomb into the bracket. Bomb must be one that deals energy damage. Oh, so the junk bomb wouldn't work for it. It has to be something like an acid flask, alchemist fire,
Oh, okay.
anything that deals some kind of energy damage. And I think the junk bomb does slashing or piercing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Could you? So the junk bomb's a throwable thing. Is that what you're saying? I mean, you could like bowl it at him.
I could bowl it at him.
20 feet ain't hard to bowl.
Okay. Well, wait a minute then. Okay. So get out of the window, run. So I don't have to drop. I do have to drop my crossbow though.
Well, you can just hold it in one hand.
Yeah.
Well, I can't change my grip, yeah, but that's still an action, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's up to Nenders, I guess, right?
So you're switching from two hands to one hand?
If I switch from two hands to one hand, but I still have to draw the bomb, so
Yeah. So you drop
Is
the
that
bomb. You're
all
not
one
dropping.
action?
Yeah, because you're not drop. Yeah, I can't see why it wouldn't be. All
Okay.
you're doing is taking one hand off, and then you're using that one to pull the bomb out, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
junk
then-
bomb's one-handed.
Yep.
Okay. And then I will bowl the bomb. So,
Sweet. Give me an attack roll if you don't mind.
Okay, let's try this. 23.
Seems good.
Awesome. Yeah, that is good. Let me. That looks like it hits. Yep. Give me. Click on the damage,
Damage.
and it should apply to
so
those.
is junk bomb is piercing, is that right?
It's piercing and slash. Maybe.
Let's see here.
I guess it depends on maybe what you put in the bomb.
Slashing.
All right, so slashing.
Slashing.
That's a tough call because it depends on the angle you get hit, right?
He does
Okay,
slash
that's
damage,
slashing.
and then one persistent bleed damage and one slashing splash damage. That broke my brain.
Slashing splash damage?
Slashing slash. damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then, it already calculates the bleed.
Cool.
Okay. And then do I have to do the splash myself?
No, it should roll the splash too.
Okay. So I'll just hit that.
Bam.
7.
Bleed, the
11?
bleed, splash.
That's one
11.
blade.
Why didn't it go to this guy? That should be 0. Nope. No, not Mecha Mortis. It's the dog. What is happening?
Select dog first and then damage.
Am I not selecting dog? Alright, let's try this again. Doge. Damage.
There you go.
Damage.
Hey.
Alright. Oh, wait. How is he still alive? He has 1 hit point. Jesus.
That's all right. The bleed should do that.
Yeah.
Once he's in bleed.
Does it bleed?
Well, it has like coolant and
Okay,
oils
okay.
and stuff like that. So
Alright.
yeah, it'll bleed in that regard. But yeah, you roll the bomb under as you get out. Kind of very graceful exit and rolling action it detonates, and you just see bits of metal like blast off this thing and like just heaps of oil and coolant just pooling on the ground below it, and it's trying to shakily hold, but the hydraulics in it are beginning to fail, and it's still trying, but it can't. What's interesting to you though is actually no, to Merrick. After that bomb went off and detonated, you heard metallic pings coming from that carriage, and you see bits of like the wooden exterior have like been blasted off essentially, but there's solid metal underneath it.
Huh.
But that
That's
is, yep, I believe that is the end of your turn. Action.
Yep.
Cool. And this goes to Kazaz's turn. I say Kuza. I can't speak
Kuza.
English. It's hard. Kuza's
It's
turn.
okay.
Go. Freshly
All right.
coated in grease. Where we go?
Ready to go, man. Tob did tell me that there was someone on the other side of the rocks, right?
Yes. Yep.
I think he very vaguely did that, but I think she's gonna say that or notice that. Then he like slides out the window. It's like, yeah, that's probably for the best. I'll finish my second parts of this apology later. She's also going to slide her way out the window. You need a reflex save, I believe you said.
Against your own DC. Yep.
Yeah, which is 20. So we'll see how well this goes. All right, we're good. Don't worry about it. We slide out this bitch. Can I continue my movement, or would I need a second
Absolutely.
action?
If you
Okay.
failed, you would have needed a second because you would have just belly flopped. But
Yes,
yeah, you're
correct. Okay, so she's gonna. If I need to, I can head around the rocks, but she's essentially just trying to get up here. So if I need to like go around,
I would say
can-
that's like probably like a good 10 feet. Can you climb? Are you really tall? Can you like pull yourself up, or is this more like a?
She's decently tall, but she has more movement than usual because of I think a feet. So she has 30 feet of movement. So if that's enough for her to go around safely, she can do that too.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. All right,
That makes
sure. Which
if that
way are
makes
you
more
going?
sense. Yeah, just we'll go straight this way, and then we'll come up on that end.
All right. As
I know on
you-
Roll20 you can right click and like bend the ruler. Can you do that in this one?
You can hold control and make points, like a path to follow.
Control.
And click.
Okay, you know what? I'll do that later. We don't need to do that now. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go over here.
We're all learning. This is okay.
I know. It's just one of those things where it's like I'll do it when it's not my turn. But she's just gonna climb to the top and see. Does she see anyone when she's up there?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm trying to find the token you do. All right. So as you come up, you see this lovely. Let me give you his artwork because I know that's really important to Foos.
That was the part of the Foos. Oh, hello.
You see this roguish little bastard trying to he's aiming at Tob at the moment. He's trying to get he's trying to sneakily get his Giselle up there to
This
fire.
rogue looks remarkably like a file image not found icon.
For you?
Yeah.
It's showing on stream. That's interesting.
Mhm.
You can look at it on stream, but sorry, it's not working for you.
It was showing up for me.
Yeah, it works for me. That's hilarious.
I'll try it again, but
No,
yeah,
This
it's
man
fine.
is known as a file not found.
Yep. So he's trying to get an angle on him, and now that you found him, I will add him to the initiative.
Okay.
He was gonna
That's
go
the problem.
down.
Until just this moment, he was not found.
Well, he wasn't technically in combat yet. He was still setting up, and nobody noticed him. But now that he's been found,
Yeah.
he is gonna be added to.
Kit posted the Simpsons. Then grace me up, woman. He's ripping off. Thank you, Kit. That was fantastic.
Okay.
God damn.
Sorry. So yeah, that's you see him there. You have the drop. You have one
That was one action
One
to
action,
do that.
two-
Yeah. If that still used my movement, then yeah, that's one action. She's gonna get to the top, look at him. Well, hi. And then she's going to shift into a bear.
Bear go.
Surprise
So I was
bear.
like,
Bear
oh
go.
shit!
All right. I don't know how to do this, so we're gonna figure this out together. I'm gonna hit cast on this, and then I think I can apply the bear to me. Hold on, I have to scroll up because there's a lot of things I can turn into.
Holy shit, that is a long chat box.
Bear. Okay.
Wow,
bear.
that goes for miles. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm very sorry. So bear. Now bear, I think I applied it to myself, and I think it just gave me the temporary hit points, which is
You
fine.
can be a bear.
Good, she's being bear though right now. So she goes, well, hi, and then it's rah! It turns into a bear. It takes 2 actions for me to do this, so that's my whole turn because it was 1 action to move and then the 2 to get there. So I'm gonna figure out how exactly the bear thing works while it's not my turn. But I'm done. Thank you very much.
Are you green?
Green bear.
As a bear,
Yes.
You have like green highlights in your fur.
I think she has like a cartoonish, like almost mohawk of green like hair, but otherwise looks like a regular bear.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. A freshly now here's a question. Does the grease drop? Is it like D&D where you don't have anything that you bring with you?
It's just absorbed into the skin.
It just, I don't know. That's up to you, Dennis. I think if she doesn't consider it a part of her, then I imagine it would not follow her, but I will fully leave and happily leave that up to you. So.
The thought of a greased bear is terrifying to me.
It is. It should be.
Keep on top. It is your turn, brother.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
So, Tob is going to run up here on the back of Pox, but I have Pox off to the side because it causes problems.
Yeah. I hit your dog last time, and that was such a good quiet.
Yeah, I can't believe you've done this. So he's gonna spend an action to come up this way. The second action, I think I have to switch over to or just change grips. Yeah, he's gonna change grips to the did I sheath it? No, I did not. All right, cool. To the two-handed version of the explosive dog slicer, which is just a dog slicer, and then he's going to attack this thing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank goodness. I clicked on bear and I thought I
Whoops.
fucked up, but that was you. All right, good.
All of the targeting, and I forgot. So it's a 19
It
total.
hits. Yeah, it hits. That hits.
Okay.
Give me damage when you get a chance.
Wham.
Sweet. Yep. That I'm not even gonna bother linking it. Well, maybe I should just for. But yes, that obviously KOs our friend here. He was already bleeding and like shaking. Was there anything specific you're doing to kill this bastard?
He's gonna look at the head that looks like a crossbow, and he's just gonna lop the crossbow off of it and make sure that doesn't fire.
Okay.
And then he's gonna try something on this guy here for his last action. Since I don't think I can make it over there or anything, I'm gonna use demoralizing glare and try to intimidate him.
Awesome.
So after just lopping the head off here, I'm checking this real fast. I can use demoralize or intimidating glare. That's what it is. I can demoralize with a mere glare. So when you do, demoralize loses the auditory trait and gains the visual trait. You don't take a penalty if the creature doesn't understand your language. So he's just gonna look at him and gonna make an intimidation check against him.
Is this a save or does he have to roll?
It is just against his. Let me see. I want to say it's will, probably.
Okay. All right.
Looking at it real fast.
Will DC.
Will
I was
DC.
gonna say I have the same ability, so if I can try and help you find it.
All right, so there's my roll for intimidation. Holy shit!
That's so bad.
So he's just gonna chop his head off, and and then take the dog slicer and just point it up at Mecha Martis there. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he shook. The combination of the smoothness and this badass goblin.
it's
Has
just
him-
against his will DC. So
Will
whatever
DC.
his will DC is. And I say that only because it matters for the degrees of success. So on a
Understood.
success, let's see.
I gotta find his will DC. Kinda baseline. So his will DC, is that just a plus to it? Is that what you're talking about?
Is there a will? So on his character, is there a will that says like +7 or something? Plus whatever the number is.
It's plus 15. It's will plus 15 is what I see. But that's
Alright,
for
so-
save specifically.
His would be 25 then. So it's just whatever that plus is, then add 10.
Okay.
So his is 25. So
I
it's
mean,
just a regular.
Yeah, still wins.
So he gets the frightened 1 condition.
Okay, let me add that to him.
And with things like this, the fact that you rolled a 20 on the die is not a crit. It's specifically beating them by a certain amount.
Yes.
So the 20 on the die actually knocks it up 1 success. So it would be a frightened 2 for a crit. So there are mathematical times where a 20 on the die wouldn't hit, and as long as it wouldn't be like a critical fail, it automatically bumps it up by 1 degree of success. So it would go from a critical fail to a fail, or a fail to a success, or a success to crit.
Can you link that ability so I can pull the frightened effect onto him?
Let's see.
Or can I pull
No,
it
I can do
from...
it. So you can right click on it, on the token, and then there's on mine it's the top right little icon that says assign status effects, and then frightened should be in there. But I think,
yeah. You're right. I got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Frightened or not? Dying? What? Who is this? Oh, they didn't put it in alphabetical order. There's like 70 of these. Hold on.
Yeah. It's 45. While you were doing that, it took me this whole time to find out how to bear, but I'm bear ready now.
Bear go. Bear ready. Frightened
You found the bare minimum?
perfect.
All
Bare
right, cool.
necessities. And that's it for me.
Thank you. Half of your turn was me on your turn. All right, so round like 4, 3. Cash and there. I'll just have them roll.
And he should not have off guard anymore. He would have lost that at Osnith's last turn.
Okay. Right click to remove WoW style. Okay. 2 of them are in there. Those of you who are outside, you hear kind of more arguing, a key being inserted and like in a heavy metal clink going off, some like rolling of wood, and like somebody groaning, like someone, clearly not either of those two, but someone is. It sounds like they've been either they've been put into or pulled out of something in that cargo.
These carts have some weird things going on in them. I'm glad I'm out here with you.
But that is that is going to be his turn. Okay, it's he's down. That's her turn as well. He's down. This guy's gonna. There's a big ass bear in front of him, so he's gonna fire. He is not trying to find out what that's
I
about.
don't want to use fire in front of a bear. He's very particular. Or bear,
Sir,
sorry.
could you pump the brakes? I'm relentless.
Yes,
Can prevent desert
God.
fires.
That was amazing. He was ready.
he was ready.
Yeah, that hits. My AC is 21. Exactly that. All right.
All right. You two. That is a mighty 6 damage.
All right.
That was 1. Sensible human being would not want to be by a bear for very long. So
Why not?
he is going to. This is going to be slightly difficult terrain for him to get over because it's
Uh-huh.
trying not to bust your ass with the door or the bear behind you. So he's going to do that, and then he's going to reload at the bottom of that, because I believe it is a... Yep, it's that. Okay. So he just fires at you, just starts running very carefully, has to slide down the other side, almost comically so. As when he gets to the ground, he's like frantically trying to put a bullet back into his flintlock weapon there. That is going to be the end of his turn. The other one, I'm going to have him roll initiative now because he's probably ready. And well, I didn't have him on a different layer, but you kind of know where he is, so it's no big deal. He selected initiative. Yep. Yes. Nice and high. All right. That's the end of his turn. Mecha's gonna go. He was intimidated. He was frightened ×2. Move the counter over. He cannot fit in there, but he is. You hear him kind of. He adjusts something on his arm, and you hear it like rotate and click, and like another barrel kind of comes out and kind of points it towards the window. Come out! You have League property. All you have to do is surrender it, and we'll let you and your compatriots go. But he's going to kind of hold that. You hear a "fuck you" from Snoke in the interior. But he is just kind of trying to angle to get a shot on one of them. But if anyone's like watching, well, Todd for sure, we'll see this, and Merrick as well. It doesn't seem like he wants to go in there hot. You know what I mean? Like there's something that there's a reason why he's not firing, essentially. But that's what he's going to do for this turn. He's trying to apply reason. It's not really working, but yeah, there's that. Merrick, it's your turn.
Seeing Merrick upside down on his token just makes me feel like you slid to the underside of the horse.
So you kept shooting up the horse.
Valid strat.
Oh gosh.
I don't like that this guy's resistant to the things, because that makes me very particularly unsuited for him, but that's okay. We're gonna... Wrong way. It's fine. I guess I gotta reload, shoot, and reload. I could get in there, but a gun's gonna give me the most bang for my buck. So I'll do those exact actions. So that's gonna be one of these, and I should target the guy first, and then I'll roll this. And that looks like it says a hit.
Who are these people?
does
Joe
indeed.
and Nenners are rolling well today.
Don't put that on this Foos.
Crazy.
Hell yeah. All right.
I mean, the big numbers from Pathfinder do help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to crit with my gun to do anything to this man.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Bullet fires. Ding! Just unfortunately does not penetrate. You hit him, but it doesn't penetrate his armor. Again, get a side glance, but seems to be mission focused at the moment.
But that's all my stuff.
Okay. Sounds gravy. I have to get used to where this damn encounter tracker is. There it is. He's dead. Osnith, you are up.
All right. This guy back here, is he behind cover, or are these rocks the one that ran away from Kuzak?
Yeah, he's down. Like those rocks are like further down in my mind. So you could. He's probably like 5 feet below you right now, but you can get to the edge of that bush and like see him and fire, do whatever you want from there. So
is it reasonable to say like I could have looked around and seen, looked around for Kuzak and seen him coming down those rocks?
I mean, absolutely. He was like, "Oh shit!" Fired a flintlock, and then
Okay.
like slid his way down there. This was not by any means stealthy.
Okay. So if I move
Not to mention bear sounds.
over that way, no, so he's below me.
Yep.
So I can easily throw something at him, right?
Exactly.
Right.
He has no cover advantage whatsoever.
So I'm going to let me see here.
Yeah, okay.
So I'd already thrown that. I'm going to draw a goo grenade and give that a throw at him.
All right. I'm excited. What does
I
this
love knowing
entail?
that Dirty knows what all of these are because he says things and I'm like, what? Dirty's just nodding.
I wasn't worried about what the item was. I was just contemplating the fact that he squirted out and then now he's going to explode with goo.
That's a 23.
Pretty sure that hit.
That's it?
That's absolutely a hit. Yep.
Okay.
Covered.
Click on that damage for me,
Damage.
please.
So this is acid damage. Acid. All right. And
Very nice. All right, and you said the splash doesn't apply, just the actual raw damage. Splash would be area effect.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And then
That
you can
stay on the ground.
drag that effect goo grenade onto that token.
drag.
I got it. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, according to this thing on your attack that says bomber, it says you can put the splash on your primary target instead of splashing.
Oh,
So that might be a specific thing you took.
bomber. When
Oh, yeah,
throwing an
you choose
alcohol
to deal
bomb.
splash damage to only your primary. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Let's do that.
forgo AoE to hit one dude.
Sweet.
Shit, let's do that. Yep.
Extra
We'll add
damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Just he's like putting bolts in the gun, and slaps it in, get ready. Just starts screaming, and you see elements of like steam and like things being boiled off chemically off this guy as he is writhing in agony as he now has persistent acid on him. It's not just the burn; it's like continuing to burn.
Nice.
If your bear friend didn't know where he was, she damn does well know now.
Might not want to touch him.
Yeah.
And minus 5 foot speed.
Does that get attached to affect goo grenade? I threw that on him. Let me just double check.
That should probably already do it then.
Yeah, affect goo moderate, limited duration, blah, blah, blah. Well, that probably has something. The circumstance penalty to your speeds. Yes, that's already on him. Yep,
Nice.
he's got it.
Okay.
Cool.
Good dude.
Awesome. That was action movement. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
Can I just complete my movement by sliding back over toward the wagon there?
Sure.
All right. That'll be me then.
All right. That is the end of his turn. Which means nope, gun marshal's up. Sorry. Just this one. He is going to fire at the pesky edgelord who's shooting at his boss.
Don't shoot the edgelord.
Oh.
That's rude. Oh, it was on
It
one
is
for a
rude.
second.
Who's actively rooting against me.
You've been rolling well. It's weird.
I know it is weird. He's had all day to land this shot. Finally lines it up, fires. Unfortunately, hits you, Merrick, for. Nope. I shot
Yeah,
myself.
it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Oh god. That was weird. I had you targeted.
It's
Okay.
difficult with a rifle.
There we go. So you unfortunately take 9 points of damage from that particular shot. You hear him shuffling and trying to reload, and he is going to try to move. It doesn't really matter because you're on horseback, but the further away, the better for him. All right, now scoot over here. That's the end of his turn. Kuza, it is your turn.
All right, bear top ropes. We jumping into this pit. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't have enough movement to do it, but I heard some screaming and stuff. We get in there. So Bear goes over there. And in true Bear Go fashion, we're gonna go with the Jaws and Claws, baby. I think she's gonna go for Jaws first.
It puts your bear form as a condition.
I know it's the tiniest. If you zoom in on me, there's the tiniest little bear out there, and it is hilarious.
It is
Barely there.
That one! I watched that. I'm a hero.
You're a hero. Yeah.
I'm a hero. I watched that go from a 20 to a 2, and that was very sad. I keep right-clicking the right. There we go. Okay, try again. Try one more time. Let's go. Oh my God. Well, you know what? It is better. So there's that. And then I guess second swipe. It doesn't matter if you hit or not. If you attack twice, you still take the penalty, right?
Correct.
Because it's like the whatever attack penalties. All right. So we'll go for that one. Which probably won't be as. Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Nice.
Hey. All right. Even with the penalty, we'll take it. Okay. So you will take. 7. As I miss with the jaws, even though I tried real hard, but the big old paw comes down and slaps him across the back. Yeah. Takes a little bit of damage. Yeah, go ahead.
Slashes him. He's burning from acid. He's in a bad way and making all kinds of noises. It's bears growls. It's bad.
It is. It should be. It should be.
Hell yeah.
I do believe that is it. Also, I think my animal form is missing a bonus that I get because of my thing. But that's, I mean, either way, the hit would have hit and the misses would have missed. So no worries there. That's my turn. 2 attacks and a movement.
Oh, hold on. How bad did you hit him by? That's the question.
No, I was 22. It would have. No, it would have been 2. It needs to add an extra 2 for my thing, but I don't think it did. So I will fix that in the meantime.
Tob, it is your turn.
All right. So Tob hasn't quite realized how things aren't probably very effective against him, but he's gonna spend 1 action to run over. Is he still up in the airways?
He is. He's probably like a good 15 feet in the air now.
Okay. 1 action to run over here. 1 action to reload, and then gonna shift his grip back around to. Oh damn it, Pox! You're in the way again. All right, there we go. Shift his grip back around after he reloads, and then he's going to make a ranged attack against him with the explosive dog slicer. So, kerpow.
Ooh, nice.
Like it.
Very nice.
A 30 isn't a crit though, so I don't know this is gonna work so well. Nope.
This game system's
Damn.
numbers.
Damn.
Yep. That's okay. I knew that it probably wasn't gonna work. Top didn't know this, so he watches his shot just ring off the armor. He says, "I think we're gonna have to find something else," and that's it for him. Move.
Yeah, another shot clangs off his armor. Just.
I realized I forgot. So I'm in the reverse boat. I knew it didn't. I didn't realize it should have been more effective. But my character is like, damn, that extra D8 damage you roll from precision really would have come in handy. Might have gotten over that DR, but that's fine.
Oh gosh. All right. Top of the 4th round. Cash is going to shove his gun out the window and try to fire at the creature that is attacking him. Let's see if we could make sure he's targeted. That is not a great roll. Oh, it's not terrible though. I don't believe that does anything from him. Nope, another bullet clangs off of him. He's going to try to attack again.
Crit.
There we go. That should get something through.
Ooh.
A max roll.
Max
Oh,
roll.
you didn't hit crit. did you?
I didn't hit crit. Yep.
No. Oh.
That was.
So it's 2 times die. Oh, he rolled this
Hey!
one thing.
All right, yeah, there we go.
So proud of you, Dennis.
Thank you. Fires again, but this time this one manages to put the bullet through at a thinner part of the armor. Clang! You hear it go off, and then more blood kind of streaking down his armor. Kind of grunts and just out of anger, just like a vocalized, kind of slightly digitized growl comes out of his helmet as he's kind of lowering his gun and just contemplating his next action, apparently. But you hear, yeah, got that son of a bitch. And that is going to be the end of Cash's turn. And let's see. It is Snoke's turn. Snoke is rumbling in there. Nobody can. Well, no, you're a goblin. You probably can't see in that window without.
Yeah, Top's not even looking that way anyway.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He's looking up.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. The guy who's got the big fucking mecha suit is probably the one I should pay attention to. This guy, he's the one with all the debuffs. He takes a point of damage right off the bat. Did that apply? It did. Look at that. That is cool. That is really cool. Anywho, sorry. Just me being amazed that automation that actually works. He is going to drop his musket and pull his short sword out and try to swing on the bear here. Because
Manners, you're rolling very well.
You are targeting
Nope,
Mechamortis.
Mechamortis.
That does hit me. Yes. My AC is 21.
okay.
I was like, I don't know why that's saying it misses because they don't know. I'm a big old bear. Hey, 5 points.
Don't sound so excited.
No problem.
God, that's hilarious. All right, and then he'll try to swing again with the attack penalty. Because we action. Oh, no, drawing a blade is an action, right?
Mhm.
So that was all his action. No, well, dropping
Oh,
was
he has
nothing.
one more.
Well, yeah, okay. Math is hard.
It is.
It's a
I should miss.
9.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
Just missed.
Okay, so he's not as good of a slice as possible. Is nervous, burning to death, bleeding to death, and this is the second one. He's not having a great time. Can't say that he's enjoying himself at the moment. Actually, you know what? Give me 1 second. He is. I don't think he has the fortitude for this.
He ain't got the stones.
Yeah, no, he's running. He just fucking drops his sword and is booking it. He can't because he has no actions left. But he does turn around, drop his weapon, and he's going to fucking run. He's had enough. This ain't worth dying to in his current state. Mechamortis just, this isn't over, Abernathy's. And looks to the others, just kind of like waves them off, if you will, and then begins to kind of fly up and away from Alkenstar and towards kind of the northeastern side of it, if you're going to track, or northwestern, excuse me, if you're going to track the direction he was going, but takes off towards the sky, which means if you have an opportunity, you already said that you didn't, so never mind.
Nope.
But if you did, you would. That is him off the bat. Unless anyone else has one. I don't think anyone has one that's that long range, but you can all see him fly away. Merrick, it is your turn.
All right. I was gonna say technically he's my hunt prey, so I have an easier time tracking him, but I don't think I want to at the moment.
He's
So we
moving at
will.
a good clip.
I guess we got this guy over in the bush, so we're gonna accidentally drag my map around by right-clicking and get very confused. Then we're gonna make him my prey, and this time we're gonna click the button that says I do more damage to my prey, and then we're gonna target my prey.
There you
And
go.
we're gonna shoot it, and then we're gonna hit it
Nice
critically.
crit.
And then we're gonna
Not
do all of that.
Oh,
my
it's
gosh.
a pile of dice. Nice.
God damn. All right. Applying the damage. 1 shot, 1 kill, full health. Please explain how you end this creature's life.
Full health and no health.
Just gonna watch that guy rocket off, and I guess to fulfill the equivalent, the requirement of one-liners.
Hard to find good help these days.
And then just between the eyes. Also just realizing that apparently when I crit, I can stun people. Not relevant now, but good to remember going forward.
Good to know.
Yeah. His head snaps back, just falls over dead, obviously.
Stunned to die.
And then obviously I do some cool gun twirl and stow it.
Obviously.
Do you blow on it?
Was that all your actions?
No, but that's the only guy here. There's another guy running away I don't care about or know about.
Okay.
So I guess technically that stow was an action, worth it, style points.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
And
I
then
just,
I'll give Spirit the action to just kind of slowly trot forward and give Tob the nod. Like, you done did it.
don't be alarmed,
Lord.
he's in the air, he's just out.
Okay.
All right. And okay, so that is the end of
Coward.
your turn. Well done.
Running from a
Who's dead?
3-foot tall ball of bounty hunter.
Talking shit, let's go.
Osnith, it is your turn, sir.
All right. As I see this dirty dog turn to run here, I'm going to pull out one of the versatile vials I had prepared. And my bomber feature allows me to assign a type of damage to it.
Oh boy.
Typically, they're just acid, but I'm going to make this electricity.
I'm gonna say, as this happens, the bear gives you a look, but I don't know if you know what that kind of look is because just Baron, I can't communicate with you right now. But when you pull out the bomb, there's an urgency in the bear's eyes.
No. The bear goes,
Oh my god. Carry on with your turn.
I'm going to flip the versatile vial up in the air, catch it, and let it go.
Oh my god.
Nice, very nice. All right, let's see. Give me an attack roll when you get the chance, and that definitely hits.
23.
Yep. You got an 18 AC,
Okay.
and hit me with that beautiful beam footage.
Electricity, and as before, thanks to Joe noticing that, I'm going to cause the splash to concentrate on him
Sounds good.
so that it doesn't hit Kuza. No worries, dear.
Still seems worried.
So there's that.
Awesome. He takes that.
Oh, yeah, that's what she was worried about.
And
Okay.
the hit point, the bomb hits, and just all these things arcing, even the stuff that didn't hit him, hits the ground and then arcs back into him, much to your amusement, because it potentially could hit you. But you just watch as almost like when Vader is picking up Palpatine, right? And there's just lightning arcing all over him. That's essentially what's happening here.
I can see the static field making Kuza's hair stand on end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my mohawk is just getting even more.
Your olfactory
Oh,
senses are
gosh.
just flooded with ozone and burnt flesh as his terrified, tortured body hits the ground.
Why'd you make that so dark, Nurse? Jeez.
This guy was he was discovered by a bear, right? Gets acid thrown on him, a lot. It's actively cooking him. The bear mauls him, gets then hit. He realizes this isn't worth dying for. I need to leave. Not fast enough, and then gets electrocuted to death. So that man, it was a rough go. But anyway, he falls to the ground dead, and that thus ends the encounter and/or combat, as the mecha man is no longer viable as an opponent. But you were left with kind of this carnage of bodies and the effects that the battle had on the environment. But you are free to do as you wish here.
I'm just gonna bang a fist on their carriage to let them know that he ran away.
was about to say the same thing. I was going to say he reaches up but doesn't
In
quite reach the
time.
window and just
Well, no, we just both bang fists on it at different heights.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
Y'all take care of him? Oh man, look at that. Good job. Very good job.
Kuzel's big old bear paw is trying to move the body. Just be like, "Are you alive?" Just like, "Whoa."
covered in acid, still sparking,
Yeah.
terrified.
There's nothing left. This man is dead.
Everybody all right in there?
Yeah, there's a little bit of like cats out of the bag energy coming from within, but
Just want to say, whatever you two are up to in there, that's your own business, but I just want y'all to know it sounds real weird out here to these ears.
almost to punctuate that fact, you hear a like
Yeah,
a long
I'll be on my
moan
way.
coming out of there.
They're also gooing in there. Jeez.
They're doing everywhere around here.
Yeah, that's there's that happening. What was I gonna say? The bear, obviously, the man is dead, but yeah, there's nothing else that you can. You're free to examine and search and whatnot, but there's nothing active going on beyond that.
I would like to retrieve my bomb launcher from inside the wagon.
Sure.
Do I need to make a save going in there?
You can. I'd say by the time the fight's over and you dust yourself up and take a little bit, it only lasts a minute, so the grease will eventually dissipate. It's not permanent, thankfully. It's very similar to the spell, so you'll be able to get in there and retrieve it grease free.
Okay. Thank you. So I'm no longer covered in grease?
You're
Just
no longer
dust?
covered in grease, just
Okay.
dust. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I was curious.
Yeah.
She's gonna unbear form, and just that body's covered in like goo and acid, right?
Yeah, goo, acid, lightning, it's bad.
Oh my god! All right, yeah. Then she's not even gonna touch that body, but I think she's gonna just mosey back and just.
All right. Well, I was hoping maybe we could get some answers from him because there seemed to be some weird like stealing of the stealings and whatever. But that's all right. He was probably not long for this world. You covered it in all kinds of things, and good job.
Well, it's very likely he didn't have any answers anyway. He was probably just some sort of lower level thug hiding up on the rocks there.
Oh, he might have some kind of information. Anyway, I think you're
Not
all right.
anymore.
Did you get hit?
Yeah, I got a little bit of I got covered in goo, and then I
You
got
can see like little blood stains through his
I got
vest. He got hit
pincushioned a
with,
little
like,
bit there.
A bunch of little minor injuries, but puncture wounds. It looks like.
You know,
I can take a look at that later if you need something.
but I appreciate that. I
Just,
mean,
like,
it hurts.
bleeding down his vest.
It's like I got a boo boo.
Pain is illusory, but still.
Pain is illusory?
Well, nothing's real, right? If nothing's
No, I
real,
think
then,
things
if
are
nothing's
real.
real, then consequence is also illusory.
Do you think you could just do whatever you want?
No. Well, I mean, to a degree. I mean, we all subscribe to the mythology of reality and its rules, don't we?
Oh, you're using too many syllables. I'm gonna go check on the rest of them.
Too many syllables. I'm a bear.
Fair. I'm pretty sure my int is not great, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong.
As you go off, he's just like, well, nothing's anything more than the accidental electrical discharge between random non-sentient particles, and as you.
How's everyone over here?
Non-sentient particle. Here. Thank you for fighting. We're gonna compensate you. Again, you hear another kind of long moan, like someone who's not either all there or in incredible pain, maybe both. But Yeah, the Abernathy's are like, thank you. You guys did well. Just give us a moment. We'll get the wagon back on the road. We'll pay you in gold. We'll pay you more when we get to the city.
Somebody in there needs some help. You all right?
Roll me a society, please.
Shit, what the fuck is? Okay, yeah, all right. I'm good at these. Let me tell you how good I am at these.
Real
yeah,
good.
that's a 5. Oh yeah, that's a 5.
Plus
Plus
5 good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 0. Mhm.
Nothing you need to worry your pretty little head about. It's okay. We have this covered.
All right. How much are we getting paid?
Just kind of looks outside. It says counting. 5 plus 9. We'll give you 300 gold each. Does that sound appropriate for your efforts?
Holy bonus.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
That comes with the caveat of no more questions.
All right.
Thinks back to Cavalli.
Oh no. She's not as bad as Cavalli. I think she would like forfeit the money if she still gets to ask questions.
But with a nod, all right. Well, I'd shake your hand on it, but I'm a little busy right now. But 300 gold to each of you bonus when we get back to Alkenstar proper.
See, with all that groaning in there.
And I'll say they probably take like a good 10 minutes to do whatever they're doing in there, unless anybody interrupts or tries to sneak a peek or something.
You're not helping, Nenners.
Poor choice of words.
I did
Agreed.
not. I did not.
Absolutely agree. I didn't even think about that. My bad. I will
that's
think ahead next time.
If you could, please. Thank you.
Yes, but it is an additional amount of time left. You guys are kind of free to do whatever you want between there, but 10 minutes later, they finally emerge. Those of you who are watching, they're
Hand him
what's
a
it called?
handkerchief.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, what? Looking down here to see if this guy has anything, especially anything with markings on it or identification that would tell us like
Sure,
who
absolutely.
he is or who he's helping or working with.
Yeah. Okay, so you searching this guy down there, he let me see, let me just double check what he's got. Because I'm pretty sure I had it memorized, but I don't want to give you the wrong names and stuff.
So if it takes them 10 minutes, then I would be doing something in the meantime, but carry on with yours. I'll just
Sure.
do that later.
He has a flintlock musket. He's got a handful, well, no more, probably like a dozen actual rounds. In addition to that, he has about 9 gold pieces on him. In regards to anything identifiable, you do find a coin that looks kind of hastily stamped, like not great workmanship, especially given your proximity to Alkenstar. But there's a TL kind of emblazoned on it. And on one side and on the back side is the cog with the triangle icon symbol that Merrick had seen before and may have not pointed out, but you see that now here.
And sorry, what was the symbol?
It's a cog, like a gear, with a lot of teeth, and then a triangle in the middle of it.
Cool. Thank you. So yeah, he'll grab everything that he can off there.
Okay.
And yeah.
So at a flintlock, he has a short sword as well. I forgot to mention because that's kind of what he had too. Flintlock, short sword, and then bullets. Not that I don't really count ammunition. That kind of gets annoying after a while. If it's like mundane ammunition, I'm not gonna kill you on. That's just ridiculous after a while. But yeah, that's what he's got essentially. That's all he's, and that coin.
Cool.
Cavalli said, Cavalli, god damn it. Kuza, what are you
Sorry.
up to?
No, you're fine.
I
Also,
apologize
you
for
know,
my stupid brain.
I love all my names that starts with K, Nenners, so that's also not going to help your brain.
No.
But
Just be grateful that we made characters individually. If you'd showed up first and said, "Here's my druid called Kuza," I would have made a bard called Kazoo. Just that was the immediate reaction, and I kind of wish I had.
that would have been incredible. But I love Merrick. He's fantastic. All right, she's gonna just basically take like a handful of dirt and walk back over to Osnith. All right, so would you want me to take a look at those, or I can help you?
I mean,
you
if we got the
bleed.
time- Sure. We got the time.
All right.
Much obliged.
All right, don't move. She's gonna start smearing the dirt in your wounds, using her healing plaster, which essentially takes the place of a healing like kit, to use treat wounds for 10 minutes. So we'll see if we can heal you up. Hold on. Oh, yeah, access the healer's tools kit. That's what it is. Okay. So I have this thing. I have to click this. I am trained.
I don't think that's sterile.
Don't worry, it'll work just fine. Except I have a D4, so then if I can use D4 to just scooch
of
that
course.
into a
Use it on whatever
success.
you want. Yeah, please.
Thank
You
you.
don't have to ask
I
me.
mean, I don't know how the heck that would work. I'm just gonna roll again and see if it'll actually.
Put a roll the T4.
I don't think it would I think if it works, it'll tell me what to roll after that.
Oh,
because
I see what
if
you're
it's
saying.
a
Yeah, just
failure,
roll it again until
I'm
you.
just gonna I'm gonna see if it rolls and we'll see. No, that's worse. Could you
God,
please?
why do you suck? Stop that.
I don't know. I'm gonna try one more time. She's just sitting here failing. Can you imagine? All right, that's too much. Take half of that. God damn it! When it finally works, it's a crit. Could I? Never mind. I don't think I could cheat that any other way.
Just take
It would be half of that. How much damage did you take? Because if it puts you
It's
back to
9,
full,
I
it doesn't
think.
matter.
I think it was 9.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
so-
exactly what he needed.
It'd be pretty much what we needed. Yeah, exactly. So remove that. But yeah, she smears some some dirt in your wounds, and they do start to feel better. It starts to kind of like solidify and staunch any of the bleeding before it starts to heal.
As a man of science, Osnith, you notice however this mud pie is working on your chest, it is taking the shrapnel out. And as it does so, you notice this is like high quality metal. If you want to give me like what's a good one for you? I'd even like Arcana, I would say, might make sense in this regard, because that's I think how you understand your science. You can also give me lore if you want to look at that kind of angle as well.
Lore. I don't
but
see
you're-
lore anywhere. I'll just roll the Arcana.
Yep, sounds good. Oh no, there's a crafting, isn't there too?
Oh,
That's a terrible. Yeah, I do have crafting. Crafting's better.
Add whatever bonus you have to that when you use crafting. I'm sorry. This is me not knowing what checks.
Crafting's plus 13 for me, and rather than
So an
plus
extra
11.
two?
So
Yeah,
it's an
so
extra
that's
2.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's. This is adamantium. This man fired what is probably like a couple hundred gold worth of adamantium at you.
you gonna keep that as a souvenir or something?
Is it? That's not an alchemical item, is it?
No, it's a sky metal.
Okay.
Adamantium is not something that is native to Galarian. It is usually dropped in forms of asteroids or otherworldly impacts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Can I pocket that?
Absolutely. Yep.
Take
So
a look
you,
at that
you
when we're not out here.
probably have what is like a half an ounce worth of adamantium shrapnel or flechettes, essentially.
Very interesting. Thank you for drawing that out of me.
You're welcome. It's a little weird that you're holding on to it, but that's probably not the weirdest thing you've said all day. But that's part of my 3-part apology, so I owe you one more, all right? Your eyebrows and the healing.
I'm not keeping track.
I am. Don't worry.
This is a very rare metal. It's probably got some value to it. Although money, time, love, it's all drawn from the same well of optimistic ignorance.
You started off with small words, and I had hope in my mind for just a moment, and then you just start to lose it. I'm gonna see if the gods are okay. The big one, the little one.
Oh, maybe we should go check on them.
Yeah, maybe.
She's gonna mosey about and just, I don't know what, I guess Tom or someone was looking through bodies, but she's just gonna.
Everyone all right?
All good here.
I'll look up. What I've been doing this whole time is I got off and I just started visually inspecting my horse to see if my horse got hit. Sometimes you miss those sorts of things in the heat of battle. Horse is fine, so we're good. Check
Oh.
it, make sure it's fed and watered. Like if it needs, we just had a whole thing. Like maybe it needs something. I'm taking care of my horse. But I'll look up from that when you're here. Just give you a nod. Like yeah, I'm fine.
All right. You good, Pox? All right. Yeah, we're all good here.
Flipping.
All right.
Does this mean anything to anyone? He's gonna hold out the coin with the TL on one side and the cog and triangle on the other.
If you guys want to give me either occult would be lower, but has a lower DC and will give you more accurate kind of rating on it. You can also give me what is it? Crafting would be higher the DC, but would also get you acceptable results.
I'm shit at both.
Is it?
Who's making those rolls?
I will only roll if it's
everyone.
something in Alkenstar, really, that I might know. If it's not
Okay.
related to Alkenstar, then I won't roll.
This is external to Alkenstar for sure.
Yeah, then he won't recognize it.
Mm-hmm. Accurate.
No, I don't know exactly what that means, but I can tell you that our employer's got that same marking.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take it and go to them. Let's go.
I don't know if it's relevant, but that fella filled me full of adamantium shot.
Oh, that's expensive right there. Does it look like someone just rubbed you down with dirt and...
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Huh.
It was a bit more spectacular earlier. You missed the grease.
Oh, I think I got a little bit on me. He looks over his shoulder and there's just like a couple little specks on it.
Sorry about that.
Huh. It's interesting what happened back there.
Yeah.
Anyways, bang on this thing. Hey, you in
You said
there.
we're not supposed to ask any more questions.
I found this.
Oh, all right.
Declarative statements.
That was, yeah.
I found this.
He was in the middle of asking a question and changed it to "I found this," and just reaches up like a kid at an ice cream truck and just plops it on there without being able to see the windowsill.
You see the kind of dexterous fingers of Snoke kind of pick it up, and then she comes out the window. Just kind of flips it to one side and like flips it to the other, but her reaction is such that she's not necessarily surprised.
That might mean something to you.
Roll me a society check. Now, I'm gonna say if you're all outside this window, so if you want to help him in any way, or ad lib or yes and or whatever you want, you can add to this roll and help him if you want. Up to you.
Can he see her in the window, or is she's like leaning out to look at him? I guess?
She's looking down so that she can.
Okay.
I mean, not in an arrogant way, but just
Of course. To make
considerably
eye
smaller.
contact.
Yeah,
I'm vertically
yeah,
challenged.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Of course. She's petting the horse. She's just trying.
All right.
I
that's
mean,
the roll.
unless an intimidating glare will help him, because that I'm constantly doing. as a default setting with this edgelord bastard, but like trying to persuade, not my jam.
I mean, whatever you're doing to help this situation, but intimidation works as well. You know, this is just an effort to assist in any way your character deems acceptable.
Intimidating while your horse is getting.
Yeah.
And sure, I'll look over, just give her just the just patient, endless void of stare that says, "I got all day until you answer the damn question."
That or you fell asleep because no one can see your face.
True. That's what's so scary. What if he is asleep? What if I'm that boring? It's anxiety-inducing.
All right, give me an intimidation roll, please.
Intimidation.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Oh, still good. There's a bit of hesitation. She looks at you too, and the mud on Osnith's chest, and there's gears turning, and she's just a moment, and you hear some whispers in the back, and all right, well, we are being pursued by former employers, excuse me, that we're not too proud of. There's a recent resurgence of them, and we're in the process of trying to foil a plot that I'm not sure you want to be read in on. But if you can keep your mouth shut, and that's really more for you than us.
Mum's the word.
Technics League is who we are currently, who you've just slain, frankly.
Does that mean anything to anyone?
There are questions I could ask.
Osnith, you're in the science-y circles, so if you want to give me a crafting check, and if you have any like dealings with the North, you might have more information about this. But I can lower the DC. North, Alkenstar, like if you were to like do like a world map, this is kind of like Africa, like middle of Africa-ish, kind of Eastern Africa. If you were to like map it out, North would be more like Scandinavia, way up.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
I'm from the Shattered Range, which I think is nearby, right?
I believe so. I'll double check. Galarian is huge and has so many goddamn areas that it's real hard to know where's what sometimes. Which I love, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but it's not favored where it's like, it's just one coast. It's a whole global.
So I can just make the straight crafting check?
Yes, please. Yep.
Okay.
This is really just like, they operate in those circles. So if you're like, oh, I've seen something of that before, or I've heard,
17.
Unfortunately not quite high. It is a high DC. It is rare. It's like, I don't know, like what are those stupid watches, like a Louis Petite, whatever the fuck, I can't even say it because I don't know it, but like one of those upper echelon, like, oh, that's super expensive and this is why, and I know that because I sell at the same store or I buy stuff, you know what I mean? That's how you know. But in this, just like, again, you've vaguely kind of heard of something like that, but you don't know any of the implications behind it.
Okay.
Off the top of your head. But they'll continue. There are a unsavory group of people, to say the least. Broke up about 10 years ago, but have apparently not stayed down. If you want to know more and are willing to help, we have a contact in the city that you might want to look into. And if you like gold, they have plenty of it.
Oh, you bet your britches I like some gold.
But you've seen what they're capable of. I want...
Flying away like cowards.
You get a chuckle out of her for that one. Phoebe's gonna like you. But they're a very technologically focused organization that was into every crime you can imagine. They dealt with high levels of technology from a very unique location that provided them with that opportunity. It would take me probably an hour to explain everything, so I'll cut to the chase and just know that they are greedily covet their technological secrets. And I believe their interest in Alkenstar can only be for the detriment of all involved.
All I needed to hear was gold.
You know money isn't real, man, right?
Spend's real enough.
Fair goddamn point.
Well, I'm all for helping out and seeing what this is about. I don't know about the rest of these guys. I don't even know that one's name. He points over at Osnath.
Name's Osnath.
Well met, Osnath. What are you doing? Are you this you the one throwing sparks all over?
Yeah, well, you know, I dabble.
Excellent. I think it'd be useful.
You know, yeah, just the momentary exposition of the impermanence of cohesive perception, man. Unmasking that which never was, you know. An existential Ouroboros, really. This the snake of unreality eating its own tail.
Oh my god.
I think this man needs a drink.
Yeah, agreed. We can get that for you. Have you... I mean, you're two different roles, but apparently one and the same now. Have you all been introduced?
Well, I know everyone except the fellow on the horse.
Nobody knows him.
Nobody knows any of us, man.
Snoke shoots you a look like, do you want to introduce yourself or should I?
Huh? What?
No, to Merrick.
No, I know. She's still petting the horse, so she's just like, "What are you talking to me?"
Just to fulfill the requirements of being an edgelord, they started talking about the big bad evil thing, and so I took a moment to like reach into just a pouch at the back of the left side of a belt and just finger a long forgotten badge and be far off in a distant edgy memory, and just come back to this request. I'm just gonna put a foot in the stirrup, hop up.
Merrick Graves. I'll help y'all with this, I reckon.
Does he remember all this with edge-colored glasses?
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing.
We seem to have been drawn together by circumstance, then.
That's about the only thing you said that I've understood and agree with.
He talks like a lot. I mean, I think this one talks like not at all. So I think, you know, overall, I think we worked it well together and just in this fight alone. So why not? Sounds like we can all use the money anyway.
We can always use money. Pox eats me out of house and home.
Ooh, Pox. Hello.
Just over there like gnawing on his own tail.
Oh my god.
I'm
Yes,
coming for you next.
Interacting with the horse.
There's piles of dandruff everywhere.
Um,
Especially in this heat.
Yeah, I can imagine that poor guy is just dying. Snoke kind of motions towards the back end of this, where they open the doors to this cargo area. And again, Merrick, as you hear the hinges like whine as in protest, as like you open it, these doors are super heavy, and you can see like they are thick. And again, you can see the metal liner inside. It's designed to look like rickety, but it is definitely well fortified. And inside, you see a man like in a really like threadbare shirt, barely the pair of pants, essentially, no shoes, filthy feet, like just dirty, and just kind of rocking to himself. But one thing that you definitely notice is there's a just very recently healed like scar that goes all the way across the crown of his head. And he's just kind of going back and forth, and she motions to, this is one of the people we've tracked down. Rescued probably isn't the correct word at this point, but and as he's rocking here, the emptiness, they fill it with memories, and then they take it away. And he's just like rocking back and forth, pretty much like constantly, almost trying to collapse into himself if he could physically, but obviously can't. We don't know what they're doing with him, but we're looking to find out.
Sounds like they're filling him with the truth.
I was about to say, I'm looking from that guy to Osneth and Ben, just acknowledging internally, like, they talk the same.
He
Incredible.
It was one of the premier foundry artisans, so to find him like this is alarming.
How long has it been like that?
We pulled him out of that hellhole that they had him in yesterday.
Oh.
I don't know how long. He's been missing for weeks, though.
All right. Well, mind if I take a look? She says this as she walks closer and grabs a handful of dirt.
Give me a society check.
One night! No, I'm not good at those. Here you go! Oh, okay.
How you are today?
It's a natural 19.
You gotta raise the eyebrow for a moment, but yeah, you go ahead. Just don't do any more harm than's already been done.
Ah, well, that's not the intention anyway. Hello, sir. My name is Kuza. She's just gonna take a look, see if there's any more physical than mental at the moment that she can parse.
Give me medicine, please.
Sure. All right.
Nice. He's been. You see ligature marks around his wrists and ankles. Obviously, some form of restraint for extended periods of time. His shoulders don't seem to be hinging properly, as if maybe they've been dislocated and relocated or put back in too many times, or some kind of injury there. The big obvious issue is that there seems to be some kind of surgery on his head, to the point where they removed the top element of his cranium because it is all the way through. There are some staples still kind of in there holding it in place now that you look around it. And it's healing. It's mostly healed. It's still like that kind of vibrant pink of, it's almost angry, but yeah, he's been through it.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's much I can do, but I can see that there's a lot of physical trauma that has been done to him. I can maybe make his physical form feel a little bit better, but I can't really do much about that. She's not going to ask for permission and start smearing some dirt in those parts around his head, specifically the wounds for the surgery, and see if she can treat him. It'll take 10 minutes, but if they let her, she'll see what she can do.
Yeah. If it is going to take an amount of time, they'll get the wagon on the road.
Oh, sure.
They'll let you, we'll keep Snoke with you, but then they'll keep Cash will take the reins and go.
Sure.
As that's happening in those 10-minute span, is anyone else doing anything else?
I hear dogs.
Oh,
Tippy taps.
dogs
Yeah.
cranking around. Sorry about that.
No,
No,
please
no,
don't.
no.
Never apologize for dogs.
Seriously. Um,
No, I don't really think he's doing much. Making sure everything is reloaded and ready to go, and that's really it.
I guess I'll do like a circle to make sure that any damage that carriages took, it's not going to be like prevent them from going forward kind of damage.
Nope, good call. Again, the majority of it was just from that one corner of that bomb, but it's fine that that whole area is armored anyway. In regards to anything else, everyone was pretty accurate with their shots and stuff, so there wasn't a lot of stray rounds or explosions going off. So everyone, including the horses, are fine.
Except for that time he blasted my dog.
Nanners, the fuck?
I can't believe this.
Oh,
Pets
you
and
hit
mounts
my
are
dog, you
not safe.
bastard.
Yeah, God, I'm sorry. That was not my intention. I
He
promise.
called him a dirty bastard. I think that was the best part.
But yeah, if you guys are all good to go, you can get saddled up, and they will begin to get this show back on the road. I would say this little excursion. The fight was really quick, but the post-fight talking and stuff is probably like another 20 minutes, 30 if you count the healing dirt being applied. So you lost about half an hour all said and done, but you can make that time back up essentially. But we'll leave this here with you guys essentially on your way into Alkenstar. You can see the city on the horizon now. You're only a few hours out, but yeah, you'll be getting there soon.
Yeah.
All right.
We did it.
Yeah,
First
yo.
episode. Yay!
Hell yeah.
That was great,
Yeah.
man. Thank you.
No, thank
did
you. Thank
fantastic.
you.
Good
Absolutely.
stuff.
Thank you, Dirty, for all the help.
For real. Thank you
Yeah.
for knowing what you're doing.
Truly,
Yeah.
truly, thank you.
Figure it
That's
out.
the main thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this clicking wrong buttons and not knowing what to do.
We're
it's
just sailing on the coattails of Dirty right now.
Yeah.
Lead us to victory.
I abuse those buttons on the HUD, so you don't have to go into the character sheet so much. I use those for mostly everything, and then just open up the character sheet for kind of referencing. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
That works.
Problem is, I
that
need to
works.
kind of reference everything so far.
and you can, when you hover over in the HUD, you can hover over other things in there, and it'll pop up like a small description. It takes a second to pop up, but they will throw things up there for you.
Yeah.
But it's just a learning curve.
Exactly. It's just the learning curve of seeing how things function. And like, thankfully, I do have a little bit of experience to guide me. But there are times where I'm still like, if I click this, does it post or can I just read it? Because I don't know which one it is.
Right.
Like,
Like the
are you about to
anxiety of it.
panic
Like,
everyone.
yeah. Exactly. Because in the middle of me trying to figure that out, I was like, I don't know how to bear yet. I don't know if I should click this before it's my turn. I'm scared, but yeah, it was such a good time. But yeah, I think we could let our lovely guests, as we normally do, let them kind of outro because we're only gonna have them here
For
on
sure.
Fridays and such. So I guess we'll do it in reverse order. So do you want to get us started off, Dirty? Let everyone know where they can find you and if you have any cool projects coming up, or what's going on.
Yep. You can find me at Dirty Rollers RPG here on Twitch, and usually my most regularly scheduled thing is Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. We run the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, where I run 7 people through the Witchlight. We're getting close-ish to the end of it. We're in second to last chapter, which is a castle that's made out like a theater. It's really cool. And they're about to have a run-in with the hag of the area, so that'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
And then we've got a Pathfinder adventure path coming up. I'll be running Seasons of Ghost every other Monday night here in the nearish future, hopefully. So I'm looking forward to that. It's an Asian-themed horror adventure, so I'm really looking forward to getting into the creepy stuff there.
Creepy
Damn.
stuff.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
And
And Lee.
Well, over at Dice Lore, we usually play every week. I don't think we have anything going on next week. Are we doing this next Friday?
I guess it
do we
depends
know
on
yet?
everyone's
Do we know?
schedules. We'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah, if you guys want to do it next Friday, I'm down. If you want to wait another week, I'm down as well.
It's possible the next time I'm online, we'll be here next Friday. Typically, we play D&D every Thursday. We are doing sort of a homebrew sequel to Descent into Avernus, which is kind of completing the story of our characters that completed Descent into Avernus. And every other Wednesday, we do Masks of Nyarlathotep, Pulp Cthulhu. And the next time we'll do that is the 19th of February. So that's all I got going on.
Awesome.
Dope.
I was actually good and was looking for people to raid in the meantime. So for once, I'm not kind of, struggling here. But we're gonna go raid the dinner in the game. They're doing some TTRPG stuff that I think was Pokemon inspired or something. I wasn't entirely sure, but they're actually doing like a fundraiser for Project Hope. I do believe it is to help the fires that had happened in that area. So if you
Well, then
have some
pick
time,
somebody else. I don't want to help the fires. I want to fight the
give
fires.
them some love. Oh my god, I'm trying to help the fires. You don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna go say hi to them. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, our lovely guests, for being here. Thank you,
Thank you.
Dennis,
Yeah,
for
thanks
getting
for
us
having us.
started with a nice short series. I'm very excited. And yeah, we're gonna go say hi to them. Have a wonderful night, and maybe we'll be back next Friday. I think. Just check out our announcements and stuff. Have a good night. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, as I clicked the wrong thing.